Hey, hi, hello. Let me find a playlist. Did we ever listen to the Discover Weekly of this week? What did I do this week? I don't think we did. Or did we? Question mark, question mark. Let me look. Let me look. There's not a single song that's liked in here. There's not a single song that's liked in here. Well, sounds like it's for me then. But didn't we? Oh my god, not the Wendy's $1 small frosty commercial. Shut the up. How are they gonna play an ad when I just opened up the app? I just got here. I literally just got here. Why would they do this to me? Okay, hold up. I don't remember listening to this playlist. I literally don't. This, like, is not ringing a bell to me. Oh, this song's kind of a banger. Well, in any case, I don't remember it, so I'm gonna just keep it. I'm gonna keep it for now. Put that over here. All right, let me pull up. Actually, I don't really. Oh shit, I forgot. I literally forgot to do everything. I just like stared at the screen. I just like disassociated for a minute. Okay, hold on. Forgot to do everything I was supposed to do. Whoops. It's a yapping stream because honestly, I was gonna do Delta Rune, but I was like, I think I need to like lock in beforehand. Actually, before I even start that, I need to like have warning beforehand that I'm gonna be doing that instead of me just starting it today. And I was thinking about drawing too, but I realized I actually don't want to draw. I'm actually all set on the amount of attacks that I did for Art Fight. I'm actually good on that. Let me click this thing. I'm good on it. I don't know. I feel like the art fight this year, I drew like way more art than I even thought I was gonna draw. I wanted my percentage to be like 80% for my battle ratio. It's 70, so it's above average, but like I wanted 80%. But I think I'm just like bored. So I think I'm just bored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. No. 39. So I've done 39 attacks. I guess I should do one more so that it should be like an nice even number, but honestly, I just can't be fucked. Like I've done 39 attacks. It's like nearly double what I honestly would have normally done. So I'm like, can't really be fucked at all to really try in any capacity. So, nah. Nah. I thought I was gonna pull at least like one more out of my ass, but I just went to bed. I just went to bed. I was too tired. I was like, nah, I don't really feel like it. Also, thanks memes for being first. Get the first kiss of the day, possibly the only kiss of the day. Thank y'all. Mwah. Thanks much. Yeah, I'm just like, ugh, I don't really feel like Mr. Krabs. I think I would have been more motivated, not for nothing. Probably would have been more motivated in art fight, which I know people might say is like not really in the spirit of art fight, but I don't really care. But like I honestly would have been more motivated if I got attacked a little bit more, frankly. I don't think anybody responded to the thing. I totally forgot I was supposed to do that. I have to do a bunch of stuff that I should have been already doing. If I got attacked a little bit more, I felt like I did not get like attacked like at all. That's my computer, not yours. That's me, not yours. If you're watching on a computer, that's me. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I know it's Windows. Thank you, memes, for pointing that out. I'm aware I do in fact have Windows, yes. I'm glad you have ears and you can also listen. It's good. That'll be important later. Mm, let me see. Where's the save button? Oh. I'm about to say, where the hell is the save button? Also, hi, Billy. Hope I'm doing well. I'm still very icky. I'm still very achy, but I'm just kind of not really thinking about it. To be honest, I just like laid in bed all day. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do anything, frankly. And to be honest, I don't really have to do anything, so fuck it. Um, I'll probably be saying this for like the rest of the year. And so like March of next year, but like I have really bad fucking senioritis right now. I'm not in school. Well, I am in school technically, but I'm not in school. It's like I'm doing my residency, you know. Think of it like the pit, right? I always say this, I'm like, think of it like the pit, right? Think of it like you're watching like Grey's Anatomy, right? Like you know how like at the start of Grey's Anatomy, like they all are like residents, right? And they have to like work for a few years before they're able to call themselves doctors and they can like upgrade, right? I'm doing that and I'm like right at the end and I'm really tired. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to do it anymore. I actually just don't feel like doing anything, actually. Doing nothing sounds pretty good, actually. Sounds really fucking good. I don't really want to do a damn thing. I think that's like adding to it.
Abilities because you expect nothing more.
Whoops.
Great.
Shush. Thank you. Why do like videos like autoplay? Why is that a function? Has anybody ever asked for the video to autoplay? I've never wanted this function. Why is it automatically there? Hope the it goes away. I'm open to. I had to have a pep talk with my supervisor because I was like, I don't really want to do this. I was like, I really don't want to do this, even though I'm like right at the end. I'm like, I feel like quitting. Senioritis is crazy because you can be like right at the end, and it's like you should have just quit at the start. Why are you quitting now? The feeling of quit. Where does senioritis come from? Actually, it's just like exhaustion from doing the same thing over and over and over again. Like, where is this coming from? Scene. Yeah, what's that all about? What is that all about? They said they got the sophomore slump. I never experienced that. Second year slump. I never experienced that. Sorry, didn't feel that. Didn't feel that. Never experienced that. Cause it's like, yeah, it's just. I guess it's just burnout. I'm just feeling that so heavily. I should have like done all this typing shit before, and then I just got distracted. Yeah, I guess. Sure. Sure. But yeah, today was pretty chill. It's just me sleeping pretty much all day. Sleeping, resting. I made French toast, delicious. I'm thinking of a lot of recipes that I'll be doing because I bought like 600 eggs. So I'm like, what am I gonna do with my 600 eggs? I have no idea. I mean, I know I want to make mashed potatoes, has nothing to do with the eggs. I want to make mashed potatoes at some point this week because I'm craving like buttery mashed potatoes with meatloaf. For some reason, that sounds delicious. Buttery mashed potatoes, 600 cigarettes. Why are you typing that? What is this in reference to that you're saying? That's actually not where the file is. That's actually not where the file is at all. Stimming? Stim elsewhere. Stim elsewhere, okay? Don't stim here. You're only allowed to stim if your stim is fun. This is not a safe space, it's a safe-ish space, so stim elsewhere unless your stim is fun. Unless it's amusing to me. All right, give me a second to let me actually give me a second to lock in. This place is kind of good. Wait a minute. This song's kind of a banger. Wait a minute. Done. Well, not done yet. Not done yet. Mm, I'm gonna end up missing this song. Wait. I'm gonna end up missing this song. Also, a dollar. What did they? What did Wendy say? $1 small classic frosty. Am I supposed to be enticed by that? I had to think about that for a second. Am I supposed to be enticed by that? $1 for a small? Does Wendy is Wendy's aware that we are in a recession? What the fuck are they talking about? What the hell are they talking about? What the fuck? A dollar for a small? It'd be a real steal if it was like $1 for a large. What are we doing? Am I supposed to be enticed? Oh, thank you, Wendy's. Oh, thank you, corporation. Wow, a small for $1? You shouldn't have. Okay, now I'm actually done. Now I've actually got everything I need to get. Let me pull up chat. Because now I can see everything. I don't think Wendy's has ever given anybody money. I don't know about that one, Kiki. I don't think Wendy's has ever given any single individual money ever. I mean, I used to think Wendy's used to be pretty good back in the day, but they don't have the deals like they used to. I deadass used to be at Wendy's like every week because that app had coupons on coupons on coupons. Especially during the pandemic. My God, like Wendy's, when they first dropped that biggie bag, that was quite revolutionary actually. Quite revolutionary actually. 10-piece nuggets, fries, burger. Then they switched it to like 4-piece nuggets, and that's when I knew capitalism had them by the balls. No, I'm talking about Wendy's. Talking about Wendy's the corporation. That's what I'm talking about. Wendy's the corporation. Also, happy Yowie Day. It's National Yowie Day. Congrats to anybody who's feeling very yowie-fold. Congrats. Congratulations if you're feeling very yowie-fold. It's a day off for you. Well, you'll have to, Billy. You have to wait. You'll have no other choice but to wait. I don't fuck with this song. I'm so sorry. They're trying it, but no. He's trying it. He's giving his all. I don't care. We don't care. We don't care. It was so good though. I mean, I really like the second one, but they need to stick the landing, so I can't really be too happy until they stick that landing. Can't really be too happy until they stick the landing of the Spider-Verse movie. So I don't even know what else is coming out for the rest of the year. I mean, Spider-Man, I'm gonna watch that. That one just came out. Odyssey, whatever. That one's like in my back pocket. I honestly don't really care about that one. I mean, I'll go watch it, but It's like on that back burner. Like if I get to it, I get to it, you know? If I get to it, I get to it. Like, eh. Mm. Mm. If I get to it, I get to it. I'm just not like Nolan pilled. I'm not like not for nothing. Like the Odyssey does feel like the type of movie that would appeal to, you know, those white guys that are a little bit too interested in like history. Like they know a little bit too much about like the world wars, you know what I mean? I know every political figure that was ever a part of World War. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, oh, okay. It feels like one of those movies. It's like, there's nothing wrong with the song. I just need a song with words today. I need songs with words today. Thank you for the bits. Thank you. And I did read and recognize the pun or the joke. I guess I would be labeled as a pun. Punny. I just don't know how to respond to it, so but I recognized it. I read it. I saw it with my eyeballs. I did. Oh yeah, Resident Evil. When's that one coming out? That's the one I actually give a fuck about. When's Resident Evil coming out? Real question, real talk. Where are we? Oh, yeah, August just started. I'm on the IMDb. Let me see. 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 Resident Evil. I'm very excited about that one. That one's gonna be good. Yes, September. Damn it. Damn it. September, and I think that's it. Wait, what else is coming out? Wait, September. There's that. Resident Evil, and that's like video game season. Video game season, video game season. Oh yeah, Clayface in October. Excited about that. Um, Godzilla. What? Is this a re-release? Wait, what is this? Let's say that's coming out. Godzilla. Um, and then I guess I'm gonna be dragged to Avengers by somebody in my family because I think I'm gonna be on vacation at that point. So, and then that's it. That's literally it. I mean, what else is there in the year? I mean, that's it. And then it's January already. That's it. Resident Evil is the number one thing I'm excited for, though. It looks so good. I'm so excited. I hope he doesn't die. I hope he doesn't die. I hate movies where my protagonist, like specifically in like horrific situations in horror movies, like I'm actually like not down for the main character dying in a horrific situation. Honestly, like I think it's kind of like lame as fuck. I think it's way more interesting to allow them to live through this horrific situation. I think that's way more interesting in my personal opinion. Oh yeah, and then Other Mommy's coming out. I'll watch that too. That's that horror movie with Jessica Chastain. Basically, it's like Coraline, but it's not. It's like Coraline. That was coming out in October. Coraline, the Other Mom. It's based off of a horror book, but I haven't read it. Honestly, I thought it was based off of a Reddit story for a minute because I remember so clearly that there is a very famous Reddit story that is basically the plot of this movie. It's a very famous like r slash no sleep that's very similar to this movie. So I thought it was a no sleep story because I definitely remember listening to it at some point. But nah, but now It's gore, yes, yes, and I don't want to see it. That one already came out, Leviticus. I haven't watched it. It's on my watch list. I gotta be in the mood because if they kill the gays, I'm gonna be really upset and sad. So I have to like prepare myself for sadness at the end of that movie. Because it is a horror movie. So I'm like, well, anything could happen with these two. I'm like, I don't know. I do think the premise is so fucking interesting though. That's why I'm like, oh, I gotta be in the mood to watch this though. I gotta be in the mood. I gotta be in the mood. I gotta be in the mood. They are determined to not give me songs with words this week. I understand that. Another Wendy's commercial? Kill me. Well, I hope it's good. I mean, I wouldn't want it to be terrible. I mean, people are saying that it's really, really good. Leviticus at least. Honestly, I kind of wish that I watched Leviticus instead of me spending my time watching Iron Lung, but that's neither here nor there. I like Markiplier. I like Markiplier. Iron Lung was like not my thing. Like the more I think about Iron Lung, the more I'm like, I don't know. I didn't like that movie. I didn't like that movie not one bit. I did not like that movie not one bit. I didn't really like that movie, not a one bit. Not one bit. And I'm good. I did like seeing his boobies bounce boobaliciously, but like Markiplier's titties were tittying the whole movie, and I appreciated that. And he looked good as fuck. Love that. But the movie itself, I was like, shoo, bored. Sorry. I'm sorry, Mark. I love you though. I'm still subscribed. I love you. I love you. I do. There's also that movie. I'm not watching that, but there's this movie. What is it called? One Last Night. One more day. One last day. One more night. Only one night. It's that heterosexual movie. One last night. One more day. And they refuse to stop showing me this fucking advertisement for this movie. Where it's like, oh, straight people. What the hell? Oh, I'm in February. I was like, what the hell? I did not realize that was coming out. I didn't realize where I was. I'm all the way in February. Um, Let me look this up. It's like as far as I've been able to surmise, the plot of this movie, based off of the commercials that YouTube and TikTok keep shoving down my throat, um, you aren't allowed to have sex except for one night. There's only one night where straight people can have sex. That's not what they say in the movie. They say, oh, well, in the commercial, they're like, oh, only single people can have sex one night. And I'm like, what the fuck is the plot of this movie? This feels so like Wattpad. Like, this feels so Wattpad circa 2010 or some shit like that. You can only have sex one night. I just don't understand the plots of any of those types of movies or books or media, frankly, because to me it feels like, to me, like, not for nothing, I know this is the classic response, but like, I know this is the classic response, but it feels like you want to be oppressed so bad. Like, you want to be oppressed so bad. Oh, we can only fuck one night a year. How awful for us. It's like, oh God, get over it. Get over it. Oh my God. There are so many ways to make like, if you want to write a story about like a heterosexual couple, right? There are so many ways to make it like torturous, right? That don't come off as like ridiculous in my personal opinion. Like this shit looks ridiculous. Sounds ridiculous, looks ridiculous. Whole movie is fucking ridiculous. What was I gonna say? Lost the plot. But yeah. I need to take a quick pause because I need to write something. Um, But yeah, I hope everybody had a good what's today? Saturday? First day of August. Wow. The year's almost done. Thank fuck. I hate it here. Thank God. Hate it here. Thank God. But I hope everybody had a good Saturday. It's your birthday month. When's your birthday? Am I streaming on your birthday? I don't know. Oh no. Saturday. I'm gonna cancel stream that day. I'm canceling stream that day. I won't be streaming that day specifically. I'll stream the day before, and the minute it hits midnight, I'm ending stream. So have a nice short stream on Friday, and then next day you won't see me. I'm trying to think. I actually don't know what I'm going to talk about today. I know I say that every single just chatting stream, and then I'm here for like 6 hours, but like, hi G, your name is quite long. You're Kia. Hi O. I have no idea what I want to talk about. I mean, like, I guess I could talk about the title of the stream, but to be honest, like, it's more of the same shit. It's more of the same shit as usual. I frankly feel like, which I mean is my common statement. I mean, it's more of the same shit that I'm always complaining about. Um, I say this all the time, and people. Okay, so I've said this before, but I'll just reiterate this, right? If me saying, right, like, this is inappropriate as a black person, right? X, Y, and Z that's happening is inappropriate as a black person. I am speaking as a black person. Hi, hello, I'm black if you didn't know that. Hi, hello. And then your response, right, is to be like slur, 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 slur. It's like, okay, well, it's like, okay, well, like, what does that say, right? Like, what does that say, right? That's like that. I think that's where I'm gonna start. that's, I think that's where I'm gonna start. It's actually quite fascinating how people online will like legitimately like in response to something that you say as a person of color, specifically a black person, right? Will just be like, well, you're a slur. And it's like, okay, well, that didn't engage with the thing that I just said. That actually didn't engage with the thing that I just said. And it's quite strange that you think that that's like the end of the conversation, right? Like, that displays like a lack of, first of all, emotional intelligence, but secondly, critical thinking skills. Both, really. Um, it's just the whole, it's just very strange to me. It's just very strange to me, right? And then furthermore, right, and I guess this is what makes me a good person, right, compared to people online that are fucking idiots, but that are dumb as fucking rocks, right? I guess this is what sets me aside from people that have crayons in their brains. But I have never spoken on a community that I am not a part of, right? Because like I can't speak on communities that I'm not a part of. Like I can't speak for Asian issues because I'm not Asian. So if an Asian person tells me this is how I feel about the situation, all I can really be like is like, okay, well, that sounds about right. I mean, that's your feelings on it. I'm not Asian, so I mean, I can't really I wouldn't be able to tell you how you're supposed to feel about a situation, right? I wouldn't be able to tell you how you're supposed to feel about a situation. But people, like, especially online, feel so comfortable telling other people who are a part of a community how they're supposed to feel about something. And I find that to just be so strange because I'm like, I'm actually in the community. That's like, you're not in the club, you know? you're not in the club like at all. Hate to bring up this famous line, but how you're gonna speak from outside the club? You can't even get in. Like I'm confused. I guess there's something to be said, right, about because I'm thinking about people that watch like soccer or something like that and start telling the ref how to do their job or start telling the goalie how to do their job, but it's like you're like not a part of the club, so why are you telling me how to run the club? You know what I mean? I'm just confused about that part. It'd be different if somebody was a part of the club. That's a separate conversation. Also, I did see your Pat. I'm just acknowledging that I can in fact read, by the way, Vivi. It's just very strange to me, and I am talking about that woman. I am talking about that woman. I think she's fucking weird. I'm sorry. And when I say that, I don't mean it. So thank you. Thank you so much for. I don't even know what that's called, but like the heart. Thanks much. I am talking about that woman. I think she's fucking weird. That chick who was like. So if you're wondering what I'm talking about, I'm gonna explain it. So this is like VTuber nonsense. So, which is like the worst type of fucking nonsense, frankly. So this woman, she's a VTuber. She has a dark-skinned model. The model looks black. It's based off of a sheep. She right now in the VTuber community, there's a trend going on where it's like the VTuber versus your IRL photo, right? So you post a picture of your VTuber model, the next photo is what you look like IRL, right? It's a real life picture of you, right? So she posted a picture of her VTuber model who's black, and then she posted a picture of herself and she's a white woman, and everybody said that's weird. Everybody said that's really weird, and she was like, well, like I based it off of this Pokemon, this like dark-skinned sheep Pokemon, and the Pokemon skin is dark skin, so I just thought it was fine. And it would be one thing if she said all of that and then like listened to other people. But she didn't do that. She went all of that. She did all of that. And then like triple down on it, right? Like black people tried to educate her and was like, hey, you basic and like when I say that the model looks like a black person, I don't even want to screenshot her name. I'll just screenshot real quick. Some art of this model. I could have this model. I could have this model. Me, a real black person, I could have this model. And I'll just put it on screen real quick so you can kind of get an idea. And you can get an idea of what it kind of looks like. I have never heard of. Thank you so much for listening to Discover Weekly in my life. Spotify, you are going to hell. Spotify, you're going to hell. You're going to hell. You're going to hell, bro. You're going to hell, brother. So this is the model, right? Or this is the picture of the model. This is a white woman, by the way. This is a white woman behind this model, by the way. This is darker than me, by the way. This is darker than me. Me, an actual dark-skinned black person, mind you. mind you, this is what her model looks like, and I am an actual dark-skinned black person. Can't confirm. And it would be one thing if she did all this, right? It'd be one thing if she did all this and she was like, oh damn, I didn't realize, like I didn't really think about it that way, guys. Thank you so much for educating me. That's one thing, but then this bitch tripling, quadrupling, 100 dupling down on it. Where she's like, I've spent a lot of money. It took me years to debut. Like, I'm not going to I'm not going to, cater to all these people that don't like me or aren't going to accept me. I base this off of a Pokemon. I don't really understand like why anybody's upset. She either thinks that I'm fucking stupid or like like there's no answer in here that doesn't add up to the fact that this bitch thinks that I'm fucking stupid. She has to think that I'm a fucking idiot because because you know you're doing something wrong. You actively know you're doing something wrong because everybody in the VTuber community has come out the woodwork to tell you that you're being a fucking weird racist bitch, and your response is to be like, well, I'm just not gonna stop doing it. And I don't really understand why anybody's mad at me because I based it off of a Pokemon. That doesn't matter. You're still fucking weird. You're still a very weird fucking bitch. Sorry. I'm sorry. You must think that I was born yesterday. You must think. I don't know. I don't know which one is it. Like, does she think that like, well, I actually know what the answer is. She thinks y'all are stupid. I don't know. I know for a fact she can't think that I'm stupid because I know for a fact she can't think that I'm stupid because I blocked her because I was like, I don't even have time for this foolishness. I immediately blocked her. I was like, I don't have time for white women pretending like they don't understand what's racist and what's not racist in our year of 2026. I really truly don't have time for it. Um I don't know how they keep getting away with this. I mean, obviously because people are actually stupid, so that's why it's working, right? And because other people are racist, mind you. Because all the racists came out the woodwork, right, to defend this white woman. She hasn't addressed that, by the way, which is how I know that this bitch is a fucking loser. That's how I know. Because she hasn't addressed any of the racists coming out the woodwork to defend her. I don't know if racists came to my defense, right? This feels like a Sydney Sweeney situation, right? Where y'all remember when Sydney Sweeney had got that Trump endorsement and she didn't say anything about that? That is information, right? Like, I'm not fucking stupid. I can actually listen to context clues. I can actually hear implicit information. Information doesn't always have to be explicit. You don't have to sit here and tell me I am a racist. Sometimes it's just you hanging out with other racists, right? Like, that is the information that you're providing to me. So racists came out the woodwork and started defending her, and they were like, well, I don't see what the issue is. Like, you fucking black bitches are always talking about inclusion in the VTuber community, and now some white bitch wants to be a black person. So I don't really understand like what the problem is. Also, which I'll get to this in a second, but like also, Kenji, everybody knows Kenji uses a light skin model even though he's black. He's black, and I don't really understand if anybody has a problem with this girl, you must have a problem with Kenji too. Mind you, I'm picking it out of my pen, by the way. Mind you, the only reason why Kenji has a light skin model is because of the fact that he kept getting whitewashed again and again and again when he wanted a dark skin model to begin with, and he just gave up. Many such cases. He just gave up. He gave up doing it. He gave up trying to go get it. A lot of people this has happened to. I've stopped getting art because I'm like, well, people just can't do dark skin. I don't know what that is. People just refuse to do dark skin. Why would I pay to be whitewashed? I'm just not gonna get any fucking art. Saves me money. Shit. Saves me money. It's many such cases. Many such cases. But no one wants to bring up that part, right? Everyone just wants to bring up the other part. Then in response, people will be, then when I say people, I mean racists, obviously, will be like, well, what about VTubers using Asian iconography as a part of their VTuber identity? Brother, that's an entirely separate issue. And I mean, you can speak to that too, frankly, but I find it odd that people only ever bring up that part of it when suddenly it's about black people. Like, I do find that odd. It's like, okay, suddenly black people have an issue with something, and all of a sudden you're being like, well, what about this? Well, what about that? Well, what about this? The whataboutisms are quite crazy. So, yeah, going back to her, all the racists came out the woodwork, and when I say racist, I really do mean racists. They're in my comments. They're in my quote retweets. They're in my quote retweets too. All of the racists came out the woodwork to came out the woodwork to defend her. And I'm sure she's like sucking it up because this is the only bit of clout that this dumb fucking cunt will ever get. And she can't just like, be a regular degular VTuber. Like she has to capitalize on, this racist community that like, apparently she's building because she wants to like support her debut, whatever. I think that's lame as fuck. You can tell me like, oh, pup, don't be like that. Don't be like that. I think it's lame as fuck, bro. Like, I do. I think it's lame as fuck. I don't know if you have to sell your soul towards like the incel racist community, the Asmongold types, like just for you to get like a modicum of fucking clout on a fucking streaming platform. Like I do think you're a fucking loser. I do. Yes. I do. Which VTuber? I'm not saying her name, but if you type in like sheep VTuber, sure. I mean, sheep VTuber on Twitter. I'm sure you'll find her. Yeah. Also, I think all the black people that are like, I'm I'm black and I'm not offended. I'm not offended by what she's got going on. You're a fucking coon. You're a fucking coon, by the way, mind you. You're a fucking coon. Oh my god, is the white cock deep enough in your throat? Have you processed your internalized racism yet? I doubt it. Anyway. You hate yourself so fucking bad as a black individual that you want the white dick so far in the back of your throat. God gagging on it. You've got to figure that out. You've got to figure it out. You've got to. You've got to figure that out. Listen. Listen. I don't want to say it happens to all of us. Many such cases. I will say that. Many such cases. Many such cases. I will say that. Many such cases. And many such cases. I hate it when people a part of a community will be like, well, I'm disabled and I'm not bothered by disability jokes. If someone calls me the R slur, I just laugh it off. I'm like, wow, you have so much internalized ableism inside of you. You want to be accepted by people that would throw you in front of a fucking train so damn bad because you hate yourself so fucking much. That's so fucking sad. Do you hear yourself when you speak? Do you hear yourself when you speak? You want that acceptance so bad. Oh god, that's so fucking sad. I'd rather die. I'd rather die. I don't really care if people call me slurs. I don't care. My best friend calls me slurs all the time. I don't really give a fuck. But that's sad. You shouldn't allow that. You shouldn't allow that at all. That's not good for you. You have no self-respect. Like when I hear people from certain communities say things like that, I'm like, so all I'm hearing in my head is that you have no self-respect. Right? So that's what you've told me. You don't have self-respect. So why should I listen to your opinion again? You don't respect yourself, so why am I listening to your opinion? Why should I respect you? You have no morals, you have no values, your foundation is crumbled. Why should I listen to you again? Why should I listen to you? You let people call you slurs. What? What? Oh god. That doesn't make any sense to me. That doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, the title of my stream is called that because everybody and their mama decided, quiet blacks. Quiet blacks. I know this is a situation about racism directly involving black people, but quiet. The white people are speaking now. And then people would really look me in my eyeballs and tell me that like the VTuber community doesn't have a racism problem, right? Think there is no Warren Bossing say. There is no Warren Bossing say. There is no racism in the VTuber community. What are you talking about? What are you on about? How dare you? How dare you even imply something like that? Hmm. Mm-mm-mm. Anyway, I think that bitch is weird. I don't know. I feel like I sit here like all day and all night, but like, what more am I supposed to say about that situation? I think that bitch is weird. I blocked her on purpose because I'm like, I really don't want to see her anymore. Frankly, if I could block images, I'd block a picture of her too. I could block. I wish I could block a picture of her too. I'd definitely do that. The only good thing about this is the fact that I'm getting a good block list. I'm like, wow, there's just like not enough. I wish I could just like block like entire communities. Like if I could block the entire like incel community, I'd just do that. If I could block, I wish you could block anybody that follows somebody else. Do they have that feature on any other platform? Like, does any platform have that? I think the platform that invents that, golden. If they don't already have it, the platform that invents that, anybody who is following this person blocked, that feature, you can steal that off of me. If you haven't, if you're an inventor, you're an engineer, you're about to start a little startup, I'm telling you, there's money to be made there. There's money to be made in that. I would actually pay for this feature. I don't know how much I would pay, but I would pay for this feature. Actively pay for this feature where I could just like block every single person who has ever followed X, Y, and Z. I'd do it for so many people, especially those Elon Musk fanboys. People that are gargling the nuts of Elon Musk. God, they gotta get blocked. Like, you can't talk to an Elon Musk fanboy, like, at all. In any capacity. Not that I want to, but, like, they are just so embarrassing to me, personally, honestly and truly. There are things in the VTuber community that are crazy. Yeah. Yeah. I like being a VTuber. I don't necessarily feel like connected in any way, shape, or form to the quote unquote community. To the quote unquote community. I'm just kind of in it because I do stream with a VTuber model, but I don't necessarily feel like connected in any way, shape, or form like to it as a community, and I don't necessarily feel like I would say that I am a part of it outside of like in the technical and literal way. The technical and literal way, because like a lot of people in the community fucking suck, and I also find people to be frankly highly hypocritical, which I know you can say that's like most communities, but like I don't know, it does feel especially prevalent like in this community as well. Like I just saw somebody leave the vtuber community who, mind you, got exposed in a Google Doc like less than a year ago, and everybody in their comments were like, oh my god, I'll be so sad to miss you. Da 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 da. I'm like, aren't these the same people who were reading the Google Doc? And like, like, aren't you guys the same people who were like reading that Google Doc about a year ago and like saying don't support this person, but all of a sudden because we have some distance away from the Google Doc, like, and this person got mad clout, you're over here in the comment section going, oh my god, it's so sad to see you go bye bye. It's like, okay. No one wants to stand on business, huh? Okay. Sure. Okay. Couldn't be me, but can definitely be everybody else. Sure. Why not? Sure. Why not? That's just me though. I don't know. I feel like if I say fuck you to this person, right? Like you gotta stand on it, right? Like if you say fuck you, I think you gotta stand on it a little bit, you know? I don't know. I think you just gotta sit on that. You gotta stand on it. And I think a lot of people don't stand on business online or specifically in the VTuber community. They just don't stand on business. And I think that's loser shit. That's my personal opinion. Like, you should stand on business. Why? But yeah, I think that's all I have to say about that. I think she's a fucking loser. I think she's a fucking loser. I'm sure she'll get all of the numbers on her. I think she'll get all of the numbers on her fucking debut, from racists and incels and fucking white nationalists that are so fucking happy to be a part of her comment section. Which, mind you, is so crazy. Like, I don't know. Again, it's because I have a backbone, so I'm not gonna say like I wouldn't be able to think about it. I guess if I just think about not having a backbone and only thinking about having a fucking bag, right? I'm sure I could put myself in her position. I'm sure I could do that. I'm sure I'm sure I could put myself in a lot of people's positions. I think about like Sneeko, for example, or like a lot of those like incel fucking losers and whatnot. It's like, yeah, I guess if I just didn't have a backbone or I didn't really care about anything or I had no morals or I didn't have a family that loved me or um, you know, I don't know, I didn't have ethics about the way in which I use my platform. I'm sure, yeah, I could like definitely see it for sure. Crow, I actually don't stand with you on that because I think Mpreg is hot, so I, I don't stand with you there. You're on that raft alone. Sorry. You're fully on that raft alone. Like, Mpreg is hot. Completely there on your own. I'm distancing far from you. Don't agree. Don't agree. Yeah, you were trying to relate. I'm not there with you. I am not there with you. Also, I don't even think that you could even say that like white people invented Mpreg. I don't even think you can say that. Because like, well, for one, there are trans people. So, like, we're gonna get real woke about it. Hi, hello, welcome to the woke part of the Puppkat stream. We're gonna get real woke about it. Like, technically, I mean, there are trans people. I mean, like, trans people invented Emperor. But then, I mean, like, there are other cultures and communities and spaces and places that I'm sure invented Mpreg, like, way before Western society even called it Mpreg. Plus, there's a lot of POC individuals in the Star Trek community, which a lot of tags, kinks, fanfic tropes came from and originated because Star Trek is like one of the oldest fandoms that just invented a bunch of shit. This is the origin. Every single time you're like, I wonder how this got invented. Star Trek. Star Trek shipping, that's probably your answer. I wonder who thought of this, the Star Trek shipping community, which I mean, there's a lot of POC individuals in there too. Which I'm a part of. Hey, hello, hi there. I still never talk about it because like Star Trek isn't very good right now, so I don't see a reason to really talk about it. Like it's not very good. Like I like old Star Trek. Star Trek: The Next Generation. Like that's my shit. Those Star Trek movies didn't do it for me. I've seen all of them, and I can't really even tell you what the fuck happened. Like the reboot movies, I've seen them, and genuinely wouldn't be able to tell you anything that happened in those. Like completely just passed my mind, slipped it entirely, entirely, entirely. Um, and all the TV shows are really bad. Like the new ones are really, really bad. So I ain't watching this shit. I ain't watching that. I forgot to say, by the way, we're probably in the ad break. I was about to say, ad break is coming up if you're not subscribed, but you're probably in the ad break already. You're probably in the ad break already. What else is there for us to talk about? Kind of got my rant already off my chest. Kind of already got my rant off my chest. I'm feeling good. And it's been an hour. What else is there? Hmm. That first hour went by so fast. My God. Hmm. Memes, are you stimming in my chat again? Are you stamming in my chat again? You're hungry? Be hungry elsewhere. I'm actually hungry too. Damn, that's the crazy part. But I don't want to. Well, I'm not even that hungry. Like, I'm half full. Like, you know, when you start feeling yourself like about to be hungry, like, I'm at that point. Or it's like, oh, I'm about to be hungry in like an hour. What am I going to do with this? What am I going to do with this? I do have pizza left. I don't want to eat it. I have pizza and I don't want to eat it. I'm feeling like mashed potatoes. That's what I want. But I don't want to make mashed potatoes because that requires work and I don't want to do that. And I don't feel like doing that right about now. Can you have some? No. Hell no. Some of my food? No. No, you can't. Do you ever cook? Memes, you're always asking for things. Do you ever get in the kitchen and start cooking? Or is your hand always just out asking for things? Huh? Huh? Wendy's, I'm not going. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. Oh, to a few months ago, I had the best butter mashed potatoes. I know, I've been thinking about my mashed potatoes. The mashed potatoes that I made like about a month ago that were so fucking good, and I ate the whole thing. I ate the whole fucking thing, and now I'm like, damn, I should make mashed potatoes again. I should make mashed potatoes again. I made bomb ass mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes are easy as fuck to make. I completely forgot about that. I was living for a week. I made these delicious mashed potatoes, and I was making KFC bowls at home. They were so good. Delicioso. You don't need fingers to cook. That's really ableist of you, memes. Check yourself. Check yourself? Perhaps? Excuse you. Review your internalized ableism. Yeah, the woke police are back before you. I see you're already typing. The woke police are in fact back. It's me. This has nothing to do with anything. I'm also excited for that movie where the woman fucks a thing of wicker. I forgot that movie. What's that movie called? The movie that's gonna come out where she makes a man from wicker. Well, she doesn't make it. She has Peter Dinklage make her a man from wicker, and then she has sex with him with the wicker penis. I'll be watching that. I'll be watching that for sure. Yes. I'll be watching that. When does that one release? Oh, this year? That's gonna be a good 2 hours. I'll be watching it. It's called Wicker, mind you. It's called Wicker. She what? So she has Peter Dinklage who lives out in the woods. So I think this movie has the possibility of being my next Shape of Water. Listen. This might be fantastic. This just might be fantastic. This just might be fantastic. Everybody remembers Shape of Water, of course, which was my movie. It's coming out. Or did it already come out? Oh my god, did I miss this movie? Did I miss this movie? Did I miss this movie? No, it's coming out in October. I was like about to say. So it released in Sundance at the beginning of the year, and then it's coming out for everybody else in October. Because I was like, what the hell? Did I miss this? I would have never missed a monster fucking movie. That's crazy. I would have never missed a monster fucking movie. I was like, did I like die in January? No. Okay. It's like there's no way I would have missed this. Yes, Shape of Water, which I love Shape of Water. That was some of my favorite movie for like a very long time. I love that movie. I've seen it like time and time and time again. I just can't watch it anymore because honestly, it gets me kind of emotional, so I just can't watch it anymore. But I thoroughly enjoy it. Thoroughly enjoy it. Um and if you're like, what is The Shape of Water? So, amazing movie made by Guillermo del Toro. Wow, I can never say his name right the first time. Every single time I fuck it up. But amazing movie. made by Del Toro, about a disabled woman, mute, who feels as though she does not fit in society. She is an outcast, obviously, because she is disabled. Who meets, and she works at like a government facility. She meets she meets a fish monster that the government is torturing because of course they are. She meets a fish monster that the government is torturing, and then they fall in love. It's a great movie. And if you're wondering, does she fuck the fish? Absolutely, she does. Yes, she does fuck the fish, and it's a great scene too. Fantastic. It's actually very beautiful. They don't show the whole thing, but it's very, very beautiful. It's very romantic. It's very sweet and cute. So then Wicker is coming out, and it's another thing, an ostracized fisherman woman who is like deemed as old and unwanted because she's like an older woman, right? Like you'll see the trailer. You should go watch the trailer. It's really good. Trailer's really good. Also, it's like a comedy too. It's my type of comedy. It's like deadpan comedy. Love that stuff. Um, she's like an older woman. Hi Spectrum. She's like an older woman. Hi Spectrum. Who's like ostracized by society. You know, everybody's like, oh, this old bitch. Nobody wants this old fucking bitch. Nobody wants to marry her. She's gonna get married off to the town drunk. Like nobody fucking wants her, right? So then she's like, okay, well, everyone keeps talking about how they don't want me. There's this like weird guy in the woods that does things with Spectrum. Is actually like not very helpful for you to tell me that there's no people in chat because people like come and go, you know, like it's actually not like a helpful comment, right? Like what does the comment do besides what? Does it actually help me in any way, shape, or form, right? You know, it's kind of like walking into a restaurant and being like, damn, this bitch is empty. And it's like, okay, well, it's like, okay, well, like, what does that do for the restaurant owners? Like, that doesn't really do anything, right? Like, I'm pretty sure they're aware, right? Pretty sure they're aware of it. But anyway, so old fisherman woman is like, okay, well, nobody wants to fuck me. I'm gonna go talk to Peter Dinklage that lives in the middle of nowhere and he makes things out of wicker. And she asks him, I hope she's fucking the Wicker Man. Yes, I would hope she's doing that. Um, I would hope so. Um, she's like, I want you to make me a husband out of wicker. And he's like, got you. Got you. Absolutely. I will definitely do that for you. And then and then she does, and she comes into town, and everyone's like, what the fuck is that thing? And she's like, oh, that's my husband. She's like, oh, that's my husband. That's my husband. That's the Wicker Man, of course. That's my man's actually. And I'm so excited. I have a feeling though that like the town is gonna burn the Wicker Man. I just have this feeling they're gonna get jealous. These old biddies are gonna get jealous of her hot, sexy husband, played by Alexander Skarsgård. Yes, played by Alexander Skarsgård. Amazing actor. Everybody in this movie is amazing, by the way. It's like acting, acting, acting. And I have a feeling they're gonna be like, can't believe you hated us so bad. You want to marry a real man. You had to go make a man out of wicker. You had to go make a man out of wicker. I don't want that to happen though. She deserves her wicker man husband with a big dick apparently. I'm very excited. Very, very excited to watch that movie. I completely forgot about it. I keep forgetting about that movie and I keep getting reminded. I'm so happy. I'm like, wow, October is like right around the way. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. 10 out of 10. All those ridges. Okay, so I saw people, right, in the quote retweets when the trailer came out, right, that were like, okay, memes, pin that for a second. Pin it for a second. Pin it for a second. Pin it for a second. Thank you, Spectre. Night night. How did I make my model? I didn't make my model. I commissioned somebody to make it for me, and I commissioned somebody to rig it for me because I don't have the patience to do either one of those things. So that's how that happened. I paid people to do it for me. Um, on Inu's comment. So I saw people in the quote retweets that were like, well, are they going to go into the specifics of how his penis wouldn't really feel that good inside of her? And I'm like, well, first of all, how do you know? Well, I'm like, first of all, guys, the movie hasn't come out, so like, how do we know? And then second of all, suspend your disbelief for 5 minutes. Come on now. Suspend your disbelief for 5 minutes. It's a man made of wicker in a small provincial town. Come on now. Suspend your disbelief for 5 fucking minutes. Come on. Let's just enjoy the idea for 5 seconds. Come on. Everybody wants to get into the specifics. It's kind of like mpreg, like all over again. Where like I hate people that are not whimsical. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I think people that are not whimsical are kind of fucking boring and are really annoying. Like, people that are like, well, let's talk about how this would actually be in, like, real life. It's like, wow, you are so fucking boring. I'm gonna stab you with knives. Like, you're so. You're actually very annoying to me. Because, like, for example, when it relates to, like, mpreg, right? People be like, well, where's the baby come out of? Where's the baby come out of? And it's like his bussy. I don't know. His ass. I don't know. That's not the point of mpreg. Like, I don't, why do you need even if I showed you a chart, right? And I explained this to you and I was like, well, actually it has an internalized womb. It's in there and he fucking shits the baby out. Like, would you be happy with that answer? Or would you just have more questions? Like what like why do you care? That's not the point. The point is that the man is pregnant. That's all that matters. Please. Shh. For 5 seconds. Ugh. Shoosh. For 5 seconds. Unpinning memes. Your comment. I don't really care. Like that's I saw that as well, where people were like, okay. Actually, this is the first time where I'm gonna have to be like, can the woke police shut the fuck up? Can the woke police actually shut the fuck up? Shut up for 5 minutes. Because I saw people in the comments of that, of the trailer of Wicker, where they were like, this reminds me so much of Obsession, where it's like, you know, guy made a wish to have a girl like him. And now like this woman has created life. Like, I hope they get into like the ethics of creating life in order to serve you. And I'm like, ugh, you bitches are so boring. I can't with you. You guys are fucking boring. You guys are boring. Ah. You're annoying. You're pissing me off. You're pissing me off so bad. Obsession and The Wicker, they're not the same. I'm so sorry. It's not the same in any capacity. Not the same, not the same, not the same. I'm sorry. I think that you're really fucking boring. I do. Yeah, actually, my moral compass does in fact begin and end with monster fucking. It does actually. It does actually. Because I think, okay, I have a lot of things to say about that. For one, I think I'd fuck Frankenstein too. That's neither here nor there. I'd fuck Frankenstein too. But that's neither here nor there. Not from Creature Commandos. That situation was strange and weird and weird and strange and strange and weird and weird and strange. Because like that was like her daddy. In the Wicker situation, that's not her daddy. In the Wicker situation, like, she's not mother, you know what I mean? So I'm like, why does she have to hold that responsibility? Like, technically, she didn't even do that. Technically, Peter Dinklage did that. Like, why is he creating life out of Wicker? Like, technically. Right, you're absolutely correct, Nova. It's almost as though this is a just chatting stream. Correct. It's almost as though this is a just chatting stream. Yes. Um, the Creature Commandos one was very strange to me. Strange and odd and strange and odd. But like this one, it's like, well, she made a request. Peter Dinklage is over here doing some. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's doing over there. That's kind of his responsibility. He's playing God over here, you know? Is it so wrong that she wants to love the Wicker Man? Like, is love necessary? Well, I mean, like, can be. But the movie's not out yet, so we really can't speak to it. Because I was about to be like, well, is love like a weapon? But I'm like, it can be, for sure. Love most definitely can be a weapon, most definitely. But it's like, we don't really know what their relationship is like, especially because it's going to be a comedy. So it's like, I don't really know what their relationship is like. Because in the trailer, he's trying to fuck her. Like, that's what the implication here is that, oh, she's like horny for this guy. I'm like, actually, in the trailer, he's the one grabbing her and is like, okay, let's get to business. And it's like, she didn't initiate that. So it's like, what do we do with this information, right? Are we to take the agency away from the Wicker Man? Yeah, I'm like, are we supposed to take the agency away from the Wicker Man who wants to fuck this woman? Like, that seems reductive to me, personally. That seems reductive to me. Seems like people aren't listening to the Wicker Man's wants, really. They're making up decisions for him. My god, my nose is so itchy. Yeah, but my morals do end and start with monster fucking, mostly because I don't know what he's about to ask for. I mean, I'm excited either way. I'll watch the whole thing twice, but because it looks like it's going to be a good movie. And I'm hoping it has a pretty happy end. I would be very sad. I would be very sad. Same with Obsession, also a comedy. Well, is Obsession, I wouldn't label Obsession a comedy. I would say that Obsession is a horror with comedic features. I would not say that it's a comedy. The trailer, like at least the trailer, right? Which trailers can be edited in a bunch of different ways, which is why I'm like, well, we don't have the movie yet until October. But I'm like, this one's more firmly a comedy, like to some extent. Like this one's like way more firmly a comedy. Obsession is like it has comedic moments, but ultimately it is a horror. This one's more of like, oh yeah, like this was said in a specific way so that it would land as like a joke, right? Because like some of the comedy of Obsession comes from the fact that like you can't really believe what you're seeing on screen versus like an intentional joke, you know, like punchline and setup versus like shock value. I'm saying I wouldn't label that way, you know. I don't know how it was labeled. I'm saying I wouldn't label it that way. That's what I'm saying. But let's look. No, Obsession is just labeled as a horror. Obsession is just labeled as a horror. This movie is labeled as a romantic fantasy comedy. Like it's explicitly labeled as a comedy. So I assume hijinks will ensue. I assume hijinks will ensue. Spider-Man 2? You mean the game from Insomnia? Hmm. Hmm. I didn't finish it because honestly I was bored. I didn't finish it because I was bored. Sorry to Miles Morales. I was bored. I kept telling myself I was like, I gotta go finish that. I gotta go finish that. I gotta go finish that. And then I just kind of never did because I was fucking bored. Every single time I watched it, I went to bed. I kept being like, and click, and then immediately honk schnoo. So, I mean, I don't know. Was there a specific part that you were bringing up? Like his ugly ass suit or something? Or his ugly ass haircut? Miles Morales' ugly ass haircut or something like that. I think he had both, like an ugly ass suit and an ugly ass haircut. I think both of them. Of course I saw it. It was like jokes all over the timeline. Of course I did. I saw it immediately. Very strange. Strange things to say to an individual. Don't do that. Got reminded after you complimented a suit. Yeah, I like the suit. I like the suit. And Spider-Verse. And only in Spider-Verse. Yeah, and only there. I keep wanting to go back to the morality conversation and I keep thinking of other things to talk about. But my morality conversation in regards to monster fucking is more dubious because monster fucking in general is more dubious. Like monster fucking in general is more dubious, so my morality is more dubious around that because it's like, or my ethics, like I should say, morality and ethics, frankly, but like both of them at the same time are more dubious because like monster fucking in general implies that shit is going down. So monster fucking implies that this is like not a regular situation. So because I know like some monster fuckers that would not. I mean, there's like a monster fucker scale. There's like a whole chart for this, which I have in my head and I'm not going to put on screen, but there's like an entire chart for this where it's like some monster fuckers land in the category where it's like, well, I'd only fuck a monster if they spoke the exact same language as me, versus some people who are like, well, if they can't speak the same language as me, I'd still have sex with them. Like, I'd still fuck a monster. I'd still date a monster. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, is that ethically responsible? Is that morally responsible? As like some people would argue about that. I don't think so. There is not a little bit of monster fucking content. There's a lot of monster fucking content. This is not the 1800s. There's a lot of monster fucking content. Is there a lot of mainstream monster fucking content? That's the difference. Is there a lot of monster fucking content? I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled. That's why I would say, like, I was born in the exact right generation. I don't believe, like, I was born in the wrong generation at all. Yaoi, Yuri, monster fucking. Wow, all at the touch of my fingertips. Absolutely. Costco pizza at the touch of my fingertips. How could I want for more? But, like, mainstream, there's not a lot. Mainstream, there's not a lot. Which is why I get very excited when I see a mainstream monster fucking movie or monster fucking media, because I'm like, yeah. Yeah. It's like similar to like queer shows, right? Where it's like, you know, there are a lot of queer shows out there. If you are queer and you actively go look for that, of course. But is there a lot of like mainstream like queer media? It's like, okay, probably not. You know? Je know. Mm. No, I'm just talking about the morale or the ethics of monster fucking in general. I feel like if you're a monster fucker, you're ethically dubious because you're engaging in monster fucking to begin with. Unless you're one of those like monster fuckers, which honestly I don't really consider that to be like monster fucking anyway, but like unless you're like one of those that's like I only like monster fucking if it's like cat girls like on Chainsmoker Cat or some shit like that. You're not a real monster fucker. Sorry, I'm taking your monster fucking card away. I know people would argue with that, but I am. I'm taking your fucking monster card away. That's not monster fucking. You're a loser. That's you just want to fuck a regular. You just want to fuck a regular person that has cat ears. You could do that already. You could already do that. What do we consider a monster? Those people that want to fuck the xenomorph, that's a monster fucker for real. Like that's. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I'm like, well, if you're a monster fucker, If you're a monster fucker, yeah, you're ethically, morally dubious because I'm like, okay, like, what if my monster is like 3,000 years old, but I'm 25? Like, but I'm 25. Like, would y'all have a problem with this or something? But Papa, you already missed this part. I already said that. I said monster fucking is a spectrum, but I don't consider that to be monster fucking. Is it wrong? Would it be wrong for me to fuck an Eldritch being? Would it be wrong? Guys, don't shame me. My boyfriend is in fact like an octopus monster from the sixth dimension. Guys, please relax. Please relax. Don't shame me. Don't cancel me. Yeah, I'm like, you weren't here, that's why I'm saying. But it's like, I personally don't consider that to be monster fucking. You just want to, if your monster only has like cat ears and a tail, like, that's not really monster fucking. Sorry. Sorry. You just want to fuck a cat girl. Like, and this applies to like, this can apply to any gender and anything really. Like if your monster boyfriend, right, is just like a hot guy with abs, right, and like a fluffy tail, like not really a monster now, is it? You know, monster implies monstrous features. Monstrous features, you know? It's like if you're just like, well, my boyfriend, my monster boyfriend has like the cutest little gills, and that's kind of it. And it's like, well, it's not really a monster, now is it? You know? And again, I'm sure some people would be like, well, they have like those little features, and I'm like, it's not enough. It's not enough. It's not enough. Sorry. You can't get into this club. Sorry. And I don't think there's anything wrong with not being a monster fucker, by the way. I'm just confused about people. No, because he's like a monster. You're not hearing me, Papa. You're not hearing me, Papa. Monster is a label that is given to something that people consider evil, grotesque, unnatural, frightening. Like in the context of their universe or society, in the context of their universe or society, they would be ostracized, right? Like if you see a cute like Neko girl and like in the society it's just like, well, everybody's fucking Neko girl. That's not a monster. That's not a monster. You know what I mean? Like monster has implications. You know, words have meaning. Monster has implication. Dangerous, aggressive, frightening. You know, it's not the fact that they're humanoid, because there are humanoid monsters, as you're saying, Shape of Water, right? In the context of Shape of Water, they hate him. They hate him. They're going, ew. They're going, ew, he's gross. Everybody in the movie is going, gross, gross, except for, of course, love interest and also side characters that are a part of the love interest, society. But like, they're like, why the fuck would you want to be with that thing, right? Even though that thing is the only thing that understands her, right? Right. Like, it's. No, there's a really good video. Lindsay Ellis, who is a journalist and writer, has a really good video on YouTube called like My Monster Boyfriend or something like that, that breaks down the, I guess not necessarily like intricacies, but breaks down the rationale for monster fucking and monster enjoyment in general. That I think is really well done. I think it's like 20 minutes or something like that. But no, it's not about like the taboo. I mean, like it can be, but like at its core, monster fucking is not really about that. It's not really about that. I for a lot of people, like fundamentally, like monsters in general. I mean, like okay, to like pull it back even further, like outside of monster fucking, right? Why do people enjoy monsters? Right? Like take away the monster fucking label, right? Which honestly we can just call it like monster love, frankly. Monster fucking is like a cool, quirky, cutesy, funny, haha, silly like name to call it, but it's like why do people like monsters in a general sense, right? Why is that? Why is that just on face, right? Why might somebody like a monster? Why might somebody be very enticed by a monster? I'm leaving space in case anybody wants to answer. I'm leaving space in case anybody wants to answer. There's a myriad of reasons. There is a myriad of reasons as to why. So let me check the playlist real quick. I'm not going to give you a reason to follow. It's either you follow or you don't. It doesn't really matter to me. It won't affect me any capacity. If you follow or unfollow or don't. Hi Blade. I like vampires more than I like werewolves, but honestly it kind of just depends on what year it is. But I prefer vampires. Monsters in general speak to ostracized society. I'll answer the question for you. I'll answer the question. Why do people like monsters? Monsters speak to ostracized society. Think about disabled individuals. Think about POC individuals that have been repeatedly ostracized by society. People find comfort in monsters, in monstrous features, being accepted, being seen as, I don't know, desirable, right? Fun, right? Rather than demonic. Rather than like demonic or gross or nasty, right? Like people heavily identify with monsters because they see themselves in the monster. Monster fucking is just deeper than that. It is to be loved authentically. Monster fucking comes down to you being loved authentically as yourself, because the monster has no concept of quote unquote human society, our society. The monster does not exist in this framework, therefore loves you more authentically than anybody could, right? So if you see yourself as an undesirable, right, because of your disability or because of your skin color or because of something that you yourself can't help, a neurodivergence, right, the monster wouldn't even know to not like that about you because it does not exist within that capacity. It offers an outlet. It offers an outlet for individuals that feel unwanted. Monsters offer something. I know people don't think deeply about anything, but everything has purpose. Like, I know it's funny to be like, hee hee, monster fucking, but it's like literally everything has purpose. Why do you think monsters are so prevalent in our society? Like, honestly, why do you think like Dracula, vampires, werewolves being an allegory for, the queer community for so long, coming out only on the full moon? Like, come on now. Like, it's a way for people to work through a lot of their ostracization within certain frameworks, right? It's not about even like the way that they look. Sometimes it matters, but oftentimes not really. Oftentimes not really. Was I Team Edward? No, I never liked Twilight. I never liked Twilight. My parent did though. My parent was a big Twilight person. I never liked Twilight. It wasn't my thing. The movies are funny to watch when you're drunk though. Hi, Ender. Hi, Ender. I know everyone's gonna be like, that's your woke answer. It's not my woke answer, that's just my answer, by the way. That's just my answer, by the way. Like, there's purpose in quite literally everything. Like, there is no story that does not come from, I mean, like, I know I'm like drifting off, but like I know people say this all the time where it's like, you're making something like political, but it's like everything is fucking political. Literally everything is political. I saw people that were watching Chainsmoker Cat and they were like, why does everybody keep saying that this story has a message? I'm like, you're watching a show called Chainsmoker Cat where everybody in there is doing drugs in the nastiest way possible. and they're all quote unquote beast folk that are hated by society, and you think that there's no parallel to our society, you didn't think there was any political messaging in that, you're nuts. You're nutty. You're nutty to think that. You're nutty to think that. Anyway, that's all for me to say. Like, I don't consider, basic ass monsters to be monsters because they just don't fit that framework of the whole purpose of monster love, quote unquote. I don't really have a good term for that in general. Because you can get that same shit from just like putting cat ears on like a regular girl. So, like, monster in specific offers something. Monster in specific offers something, as I stated previously. Anyway, there's my deep dive. You should go watch that video by Lindsay Ellis, who I really appreciate, and I like, even though she doesn't make videos on YouTube anymore. She only makes them behind a paywall. But I do still like her because she does release a video like once every millennia on YouTube for free 99. But she has a great video on monsters, and I really enjoy it. In case you want to get more into like the psychology of like monsters in general, or monster love in general. In general. And I think it's funny too. This is kind of just like an offshoot. Thanks, Blade. No problem. No problem. But I will try. This is like an offshoot, but like I think it's funny that people will be like, monster fucking is so strange, and I'm like, you know, monsters are in like modern society, right? Like in our daily life, like in like like in like mainstream society. Has anybody ever watched Beauty and the Beast? Like one of the most famous Disney stories. You've never seen Beauty and the Beast? No, okay. I'm sure people wouldn't be like, well, that's not a monster love story. Okay, sure. Sure, as though it doesn't follow what I just explained to an exact T in the story. Okay. But no one sees it that way, right? Because you wouldn't necessarily call that like monster fucking or like a monster love story, even though it is. It says it right there on the tin. But okay. But okay, whatever. Whatever. Anyway, what else is there for us to talk about? I don't know. I just don't feel like I have like anything in my chamber. I'm trying to think if I have anything in my chamber that I want to talk about. But I really don't. I mean, I've been feeling great because I bought a fan. It's blowing on me right now. The fan is the best thing I have ever gotten. Ever, ever, ever. Yeah, but she falls in love with him before that. Like, that's the thing. But that's the thing. Like, she falls in love with him before that. So it's like. It's like, nah, though. Like, it is actually. She literally falls in love with him before that. She literally falls in love with him before that. That's why I'm like, I actually. Monsters are there for all of those to see. But I'm sure nobody would think about it in that context. Frankly, dare I say, because like we live in a anti-intellectual society where nobody wants to think about anything critically past like the fact that you even watched it in the first place. And anytime anybody ever wants to have like a legitimate conversation about like deeper themes and such, whenever anybody wants to have like a conversation about literally anything outside of the fact that you just watched it and now it's done, people will be like, it's not that deep. 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 Even though literally everything is that deep, actually. Hmm. Everything is actually that deep. Hmm. Actually, it's very deep. Have I watched anything good lately? I'm trying to think. I mean, this week was a chronic pain week for me, so honestly, the most thing I was doing for myself was going the fuck to sleep. I slept the hell out of this week, so let me think. I'm rewatching still Teach You a Lesson. I'm rewatching Mr. Robot because I didn't really give it a good shot last time. I'm liking it more this time around. I can't lie. I am liking it more. I don't know what it is, but I'm liking it more now than when it first came out. I don't know why. Maybe because I have more critical thinking skills, or maybe just because like I like different media than when it first came out. But I am enjoying it. Rami Malek, always a good time. I do think about him specifically in Until Dawn whenever I think about him in anything. Like I don't know why my brain always makes that connection where I'm like, that's that man from Until Dawn. Like I just can't unsee it. I can't unsee it every single time. I'm like, that's my homie from Until Dawn. Which, mind you, fuck Until Dawn. Even though I know it's getting a sequel, but fuck Until Dawn because I should have been able to save him. But that's neither here nor there. Fuck Until Dawn. Actually, when we talk about Until Dawn, fuck everybody in that fucking friend group. Fuck all of them. I hope Until Dawn has a much better friend group and makes me actively want to save these people because fuck Until Dawn for real because I don't want to save nobody. I don't want to save nobody in there. I know, that's what I said. It's getting a sequel. But like, I just said, it's getting that sequel. Finally. I mean, I forgot when they said it was coming out, if they even mentioned when it was coming out. Hi, Angel. Um, Demon, I also saw what you said, but I don't know what you want me to do in terms of like a response to that, so I just didn't really say anything at all. But that friend group fucking sucked. Frankly, I would have killed everybody. If that were me, that friend group played too much. If that were me, I would have killed everybody on rip, but that's the next one. I'm gonna need them to have like better people in the friend group, in whatever they got going on. I'm gonna need them to make like them likable people so that I'll want to save them. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm watching Mr. Robot. I recommend it, If you don't like it by episode if you don't like it by episode 7, you're not gonna like it anymore. Don't watch anything more. Season 1, episode 7. Like, if you don't like it by like episode 7, episode 8, you're not gonna like Mr. Robot past that. So, and I know 7 episodes is a lot, but you kind of need those 7 episodes to kind of get a feel for like whether or not you're gonna like it moving forward. So, if you're gonna like it moving forward, so kind of just, that's like my only thing. It's my only thing. That's a lot. I know it's 7 hours, but 7 hours. Also, we're done with my playlist, which means we're on to the next one. It's 7 hours, but I'm like, if you keep, well, at least I'm telling you, like, if you're like, well, I wonder if it gets better, I wonder if it gets better, I wonder if it gets better, and you're watching the show and you don't like it, right? And you're kind of forcing yourself to keep going. You should know that like by episode 7, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know, if you watch the first couple episodes, you're like, I don't think I'll like this anymore. That's your opinion. I'm not going to tell you to keep watching it because I do feel like Mr. Robot's one of those shows where it's like you're either going to like it or you're not. You're either gonna like it or you're not. Like that's all I can really tell you about it. Like I don't think Mr. Robot is a bad show. I think it is a show that requires you to vibe. I think it's a show. I'm not calling you that, but hi, I do see all the Y's that you put on that. Hey, I'm not calling you that, but hi. Where do I watch it on? Why do you guys ask me this every single time? You already know my answer. Okay, hi Moo. Angel, why are you sorry? You guys asking for legal tips from me? Is that what you guys are asking? That's why I'm saying, why are you asking me? That's why you asking me. You know I'm not, you know I'm sailing the seven seas. Why are you asking me these questions? I have not paid for anything in years. Why are you asking me? Why are you asking me these questions? I would never pay the I don't think you should be paying for any of these services. I'm gonna like I've said this a bazillion times, but like I don't think you should be paying for Hulu. I don't think you should be paying for Netflix. I don't think you should be paying for any of these services. None of them. You shouldn't be paying for any of these services. Thank you, Angel. None of them. There's not a single service that I think is worth your money these days. I would have said like back in the day, like Netflix, worth it. I would have said half of these services were worth it back in the day. Are they worth it now? No. No, they're bad. All of them are bad. Really fucking bad. I would not recommend any of them. That's why I sail the seven seas. Exactly. I'm not paying, I'm not giving them money. I mean, like, my family pays for Netflix, but that's their problem. I didn't ask them to do that. Nobody told them to do all that. I can't even watch it, even though my family pays for it, because now, I just said I'm sailing the seven seas. I'm sailing the seven seas. I've been sailing the seven seas my entire life. I mean, back in the day, I did pay for Netflix, you know, back when it was nice and there was shows on there I wanted to watch. But it's like, I'm not paying for Netflix. I'm not paying for that shit in these days. I'm not paying for that stuff. Sailing the seven seas. I'm not paying for any of that. Why would I ever pay for something when I could sail the seven seas and get it? Why would I ever do that? Why would I do that? What? I pay for things when I feel like it. I pay for things actually when I feel like it. It's not a requirement. I'm also changing my playlist. Pay for something when I actively feel like it, which I frankly feel is the way that everybody should be working. That same framework. You should be paying for things only when you feel like it. Frankly. But you know, I'm not in charge of society, but if I was in charge of society, I'd make it easier for everybody to do everything. Because I wouldn't require anybody to pay for rent or water or most food. So then you could have more money to actually pay for things that you wanted to. I mean, like, aren't these streaming services trying to go back to cable anyway? Like, half of these streaming services are like getting all bundled up because they're going back to cable, essentially. They're like bundling up with each other so they can make up cable again. Me for dictator? Mm. Listen, I'm not no Zoran Mandani, but I feel like I got some ideas. I'm not Zoran, but listen, I think I'd make some things easier. I do. I do. I do. Because, like, why should you pay for rent? It all leads back to cable. It does. Like, why should you pay for rent? Angel, I saw you the first time. You don't have to say that you're back twice. I read your comment, yes. And like, were you looking for specifically me, puppkats, to say your name and call you out by name? I can't read. I just don't always read out everything you guys say. Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be paying rent. No, you shouldn't because you didn't ask to be born. Like if this was my society, like if I had control over this, that's the first thing I would fix. You didn't ask to be here. Somebody wanted to have sex and then now you're here. So why are you paying for rent? Like you didn't ask to be alive. Also, it's a crime to end your own life. So mind you, in our society, it is a crime to end your own life. So, like, sounds like you shouldn't pay for rent, right? Because you're kind of forcing me to be here against my will, right? Like, even if I wanted to, like, put a stop to this, right? You're kind of making me keep going. Charge you? They'll commit you. That's what they'll do. They'll commit you. A different kind of charge. A different kind of charge. A different kind. You'll get some grippy socks. You'll get some grip socks. You'll face a different battle. You know, I don't know if you want that battle. I don't know if you want it. It's a very hard battle to get out of once you're in it. Those grippy socks, they stay on. I'd make rent free. And I'm not talking about like, you know, you having like a multi-million-dollar house and you having that for free. Like I think that's crazy. But there should be like free housing. If you're an individual that wants to live on your own, there should be free housing that you're allowed to go to. Duh. If you have nowhere else to go, there should be housing for you. Yes. I'm not talking about multi-million-dollar houses, you know, Brita filter already inside the fridge. I'm saying there should be like decent housing. I'm not talking about like the hood. I'm talking about like a nice house, like a decent fucking apartment with fucking garage and shit. Parking space if you have a fucking car given to you because you didn't ask to be here. Somebody fucked a couple years ago and then you popped out. You didn't ask for this. I think most food should be free. And when I say that, I mean like basic food. I'm not talking about like Cheeto Lays, but I mean like, hey, why not? Like Cheetos, Lays, Doritos. But I'm talking about like meats, you know, if you should be able to get like a box of food every single week for a family or something like that for free without going out of your way to go get it. Just because who would disagree? A lot of people would disagree. That's why society is the way it is. Society is the way it is because actively a lot of people disagree with everything that I'm saying. There are people out here that think children should work like children, like babies. I mean, I think obviously, which is the legal term, right? Anybody under the age of 18 is a child. But like people think that like 10-year-olds, right? Like real babies, like 10-year-olds should work for their meals at school. Like kids that can't afford school lunch should be working for their meals. These are real opinions. This is why some kids can't afford meals because they don't want to give them any money. It's why like there is a hunger epidemic specifically with children in the United States. They are working, it's called school. Not in my America. They should be in the mines. Listen, they're nice and tiny. They should be getting my diamonds for me. They should be getting my diamonds for me before they get all big. Got them tiny little hands, perfect for being in the mines to pick up my diamonds. Real people have that opinion. It might sound like you're exaggerating. No. No, not at all. Not at all. I remember, I remember very vividly because, like, literally, what last year people were talking about, like, hey, maybe we should, like, give money to schools so that, you know,
some kids can eat, like kids who can't afford to have lunch, like, and breakfast because like their families come from really hard backgrounds, they should be able to eat. And then everybody came out the woodwork being like, fuck them kids. If the kids want to eat, they should be working. If the kids want to eat, they should be working. Literally, like last year, I remember this so vividly. It was like the craziest thing. And like people, like politicians were like actively shooting down laws that were going to be put in place to provide food for children, like babies, like elementary school kids. Not that it matters to me because I'm like anybody underneath the age of 18 is a baby to me, but like they said fuck them kids. What are you guys talking about? Feeding children. We don't do that. Why would we do that? Why would we ever do that? Which feels like the easiest slam dunk of all time, but okay. Feels like the easiest slam dunk. Okay, whatever. Whatever you say, man. Make the kids starve. Yep. That's what they said. Everybody loves babies up until they're out of somebody's womb. On my working dollar. No, I'd rather my dollar go to Israel. I'd actually rather my dollar go to Israel than feed children, actually. I think actually it's a much better use of my money. It's actually like a much better use of my money. More bombs to Israel, you said. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that any day of the week. We heard your complaints. We heard your complaints. 600 more bombs to Israel. Thank you. Yes, you hate that for them. You know, you should be hating this for us. You should be hating this for us. You know, this is happening now. You know. Oh my god, where's my water? Where's my water? It's crazy. It like breaks me. I shouldn't say breaks me. It like freaks me out. Like how truly evil. Not to get too dark pilled on y'all, but you know it's been a while since we had a just chatting stream, so it sounds about right. Every just chatting stream, I get a little bit dark, but like I don't know, Billy. That's a good question. Maybe it's in the commands. So if you type in exclamation point commands, it'll take you to the website and maybe it's there. Question mark, question mark. But let me look. I think you just type in exclamation point hearts. Just type that in. Oh wait. Wait. Stop. Don't type it in. Don't type it in. Okay, now type it in. Now try it. There you go. I didn't have it activated, so I don't want you to waste your time. I want you to waste your time. I don't even know why the first one comes up. That's stream avatars. I was about to say, I don't even know why that first one comes up. I was like, Xbox game. Y'all will never see me play an Xbox game. Never see that. Listen, the VIP is a very the VIP is a very, very coveted thing. You know, not everybody can have the VIP, you know? I have to make it count. I have to make it count for something. And you need 1,000 hearts in order to get that VIP, you know? There's only so many VIPs I have, you know? I don't want everybody to have them. I don't want everybody to have them. Only a certain amount of people can have them. Only so many people can have them. And right now, only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 people have them. That's it. 6 out of 3,000. That's it. And I don't plan to give out any more, actually. I'm actually thinking about taking them away. I'm thinking about taking that shit away. Taking it all away from everybody. 3,000? Yeah, 3,000 people that follow me. Like, let's take this shit away. Worked hard for this. Not you, you know. Not you. Not you. Maybe you. Not you. But you know, probably after this year, I'm gonna do a revision. But I already did a revision on the founders badges, question mark, question mark. I did a revision on those, so I think I'm good until like the end of this year, and then when January hits, I'll do it again. For like founders badges, and then VIPs are fine for now, but probably gonna just start fresh again in January because I love starting fresh. I love starting fresh. I love starting fresh. There's nothing that feels better than starting fresh. I don't think that's better. Oh yeah, and then what else was I watching? To bring it back all the way, what else was I watching? Good old winter cleaning. Yeah. I actually really do believe in like, you know, New Year's goals and shit like that. Like I actually do believe in it. I believe in sticking with it for the most part. You know, I'm not really one of those people that's like, I have a New Year's goal and like I quit halfway through. It's like if I have a New Year's goal, I'm pretty much doing it all year. So like cleaning is actually very important to me. Housekeeping and all that shit is actually very, very important to me. What else am I watching? What else am I watching? Well, I rewatched the entirety of Demon Slayer. I rewatched the entirety of Demon Slayer because I started it when I got high, and then I started my rewatch when I got high because like that was the only thing that was gonna calm me down. I was like, I think I just need to watch something. And Demon Slayer was like the perfect thing for me to watch. I was so happy. So good. Any good K-dramas? I mean, teach you a lesson. I don't know if I'd say that's good. I don't know if I put it in the good category. I would say it's something to watch. It's like engaging enough for you to binge the whole thing. Like it's a very bingeable show. It's like a comedy commentary show, but it's kind of like one of those commentaries where it's like it hits you over the head with its commentary, right? It's not really like a deep commentary type show. Even though I know some people would like argue with that, but it's really not that deep. It's really not that deep. And again, I know before you watch the VOD back and you're like, actually, Puppet's very deep. I know that it's based off of real stories. The way in which it's presented, not always that deep. Sometimes it's a goofy, haha, goofy. Like, it's goofy, haha. Like, it is a comedy at the end of the day. So, teach you a lesson, I would say. Let me actually look, because I have a whole list. Let me actually look. Well, did you ever watch When Life Gives You Tangerines, Inu? Like, I feel like you're backlogged on recommendations that I've given you. I think you're backlogged. When Life Gives You Tangerines had me crying a river. That one was that one I had to that was one I had to watch week by week. That was not a binge time. It's one episode a week. That's it. Maybe two if we're feeling spicy. But I might have drama binge. Well, have you watched When Life Gives You Tangerines? It's sad but good. It's sad but good. Like, it's not always sad, but like it's one of those like sad shows where it's like it's a good cry, you know? It's very emotional is what I should say. It's a very emotional show. Would recommend. It's good. It's good. Inu, do you have a K-drama show? I mean, not show. Do you have a K-drama website? I can give you one. I can give you my website for K-drama if you want it. The website that I use to watch K-drama. It also has C-drama on there too, in case you're a C-drama person. You know, I'll do this for you. It has C-drama. It also has anime on here too. And when it says anime, it also includes like, you know, C, J, whatever. In Indonesia, it has everything on this website. It's everything. It's supposed to be for K-drama, but they literally put everything on here. I saw Project Hail Mary on here. Like I saw Project Hail Mary on here. I'm pretty sure it's used by individuals from like Asian countries to watch other Asian shows, you know. So it's like if you're in Indonesia, you know, I'm sure you're watching this one too. You sure you're watching this on this site too? I don't know about posting in the Discord because they're about to clap me. They're gonna clap me in that Discord, but I'll send you a message, you know, on your least favorite website. I'm gonna send you a message, you know, on your least favorite website. On the Twitter Spaces. I just cannot remember what your username is for the life of me. I cannot. You're gonna have to remind me what your username is, Inu. Because it's not Inu, right? Isn't it like Dumb Dog or something? Like, it's like... I know that's why I'm like, it's your least favorite website. But I'm like, isn't it like Dumb Dog or something like that? Or maybe that's just your header name. Or like your name. It's the same? Gotcha. Gotcha. But there's so many, Inu. It's Inubaka underscore? Question mark, question mark? Question mark, question mark? Oh, there you are. I was like, I don't see you, Inu. There's too many Inus. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna send you this quick DM. I got you. I gotcha. Not that. Not that. There you go. Sent it to you. There you go. That website has literally everything. And if you want to watch stuff that's like actively happening, it will tell you like when the next episode is out. They do like countdowns on the website, which I really like. Which I really love. But I would recommend When Life Gives You Tangerines. I'd recommend, well, people swear by Tinkling Watermelon. I haven't watched it, but people are swearing by that one. I have never watched it. It's on my watch list. If you want to get pissed off, Marry My Husband. If you'd like to be upset, Marry My Husband is a bingeable pissing you off TV show. I heard though that the Japanese version of Marry My Husband is really, really good. I haven't watched the Japanese version. I watched the Korean version. Whatever. Marry My Husband is a K-drama, and I think it was a webtoon first, but actually don't quote me on that. But It's a K-drama about a woman going back in time. She essentially it's very classic like webtoon, but like she goes back in time because her and this is like episode 1, like first 10 minutes, right? So I'm not really spoiling that much, to be honest. But she like finds out that like on her deathbed from an accident that her husband caused, whatever. It's like very, very melodramatic. Um that like her husband and her like one of her friends are like cheating on her, and like they've made this whole plot to basically like fuck her over. So like when she dies, she wishes that she can go back in time and like basically rewrite her story. So it's called Marry My Husband because her plot, when she does go back in time, because her wish comes true, duh, her wish comes true on her deathbed. um she wants to make her best friend marry her husband, right? In order to like change her story. She needs somebody to marry her husband that's not her, because she's like, well, I have to change the events that have taken place. Yes, okay. So it was a webtoon first. So the Korean version is bad, but I heard the Japanese version is good. I think the Japanese version, I mean, obviously, every Asian thing is like there. Every Asian drama, whatever is like on that website. So maybe you should watch the Japanese version. I heard the acting is better too in the Japanese version, so you should watch that one. You should watch that one. I like the plot. I mean, I like the plot, the core framework of that show. I just hated the way it was executed personally. I felt like she was such a weak ass protagonist, personally. I don't like weak bitches. I'm sorry. I love women's rights and wrongs, but I can't support a weak woman. Yeah, I heard the Japanese one is good though, so you might want to watch that one if in case you're interested in the story, because people said that the Japanese one, they do it way better. They do the exact same story but better, and she's not as badly written for whatever reason. So at the time I didn't want to watch it because I was still so upset about the Korean version. I was still so upset about the Korean version, so didn't even want to bother with it in any capacity. Didn't want to bother with it. And then like what else is there? In terms of like K-dramas, let me think. Because I always just forget about everything that I've watched. I mean, okay, so there was this one that I watched. What was that one called? Confessions from the Back Room. No, Confessions from the Back Table. Confessions. Okay, what was that one called? Confessions from the Back Row. That's what it was called. Confessions from the Back Row. Okay. That's what it's called. Let me see. K-drama. Is that what it was? K-drama. It's called Notes from the Back Row. Notes from the Last Row. God, fucking this up. It's called Notes from the Last Row. I Okay, this was another one that's like you're either gonna love it or gonna hate it. It is very short. It is very short. So I think that's its saving grace that I watched it in a day, and I watched it and I could feel my feelings about it, and then it was done. It's like a psychological drama, suspense, mystery. I literally can't talk about it because it's gonna spoil the entire thing. That's all I can really say about it. It's about a literature professor and his student. That's it. That's all I can really tell you. I think it's a very interesting show to watch though. In terms of like conversation, like it's a good show to watch with somebody else. Because then you can just talk about it after every single episode and be like, what the fuck was that? Like, it's just, it's a good, like, talk about show, if that makes sense. No, and I don't mean like in a sexual way. I don't mean in a sexual way. I mean, it's about a literature professor and his student. Like, I mean that in a very literal way. Like, new student, like, it's about this teacher. They're both men, by the way, not that it matters, but they're both men. And, yeah, it's not in that way. Literature teacher, kind of washed up, literature teacher, novelist, used to be a novelist, washed up, who is teaching at a top university, and a new student comes in that kind of changes the game for him. So I think I'd be interested to hear what you would say about that show. It's a very decisive show. It's either people loved it or they hated it. It's like one of those. People loved it or hated it. I forgot that I watched it entirely. Because personally, I had a lot of feelings about the way it was done. I wasn't mad at it though. I wasn't mad at what happened. I just wanted, I wanted something else, but I wasn't mad at the way it like played out, if that makes sense. You should watch it though. I don't know. I have like a ton of like K-drama recommendations. I could really just be sitting here. This entire stream could be a K-drama recommendation stream. It's okay to, if you want like classic romance, It's Okay to Not Be Okay is an interesting kind of twist on a romance. It's very classic K-drama, but the plot itself is kind of interesting, twisty a little bit. Where like a which personally, okay, I have a lot of feelings about It's Okay to Not Be Okay because I am somebody who's in the medical field and I don't like the way in which they utilize a lot of terms. A lot of terms in that show, but I commend the show for even going there in the first place because Korea hates anything that has to do with mental health. So I'm like, I don't know. I take that one with like a grain of salt. But like it's an antisocial children's book writer. And I say antisocial in a very specific way because she is, in the context of the show, seen as a sociopath. She's seen as a sociopath who has a romantic relationship with or develops a romantic relationship with a psych ward caretaker. So, yes, I actually really enjoyed it. I like their dynamic, but like I have issues with it just about medical stuff. I'm like kind of nitpicking it a little bit, but their relationship is cute. I also like that one too because dominant woman, yeah. We never see a dominant woman in a K-drama, so I'm like, yes, get that boy, get that. The entire time I was like, get him, get him, get him. Yes, dominant woman, yay. We never see a dominant woman. I get so excited when I see a dominant woman. A historical one. Have you seen Kingdom? It's more like, well, Kingdom is like zombies, but it's also historical, so you might like that one. Apparently, people like Mr. Queen, which is a historical one. I don't like Mr. Queen because there is a pedophile in it, but that's that's neither here nor there. I can't speak to the actual show itself. One of the main characters, the actor, is an actual PDF file, so literal, actual, exposed for it, been exposed for it. And I'm like, I don't know if I can watch the show because the whole time I'm gonna be thinking about it. But apparently people love Mr. Queen Down. They love Mr. Queen Down. I just can't bring myself to watch it. Sorry, I can't bring myself to watch it. Sorry. I can't bring myself to watch it. That one's a historical one. What else is a historical one? There's a lot. I don't really like historical ones though. I'm not like big on historical dramas. I'm not really super big on historical dramas. I'm more so like an action. Nowadays, like kind of romance, actually. I'm back on my romance bullshit. Unless you're talking about like older shows, in which case, It's Okay, That's Love. Top 10 K-drama. It's Okay, That's Love. So good. I really enjoyed that one. 10 out of 10. Very good. More mental health stuff. 10 out of 10. Very, very good. But another action one that I do recommend, Flower of Evil. Twist and tails, I tell you. Twisting the tails. Technically, this one's a romance, but it's between two married people. Well, not, I shouldn't say two married people. They're in a marriage. They're in a marriage, but because of all the secrets that you'll uncover through watching the story, honestly, it's like they're strangers, frankly. Even though they're married, they are married, but it's like you kind of watch them like kind of fall in love with each other again because of all this crazy shit that's happening kind of around them. So highly, highly recommend Flower of Evil. Every single time you think like, I know what's happening in the story, you don't. You don't actually. I'm thinking about rewatching that one because I remember being like, what the fuck is going on in this show? Every single time I was watching it. It's very good. The one that I talked about on Netflix, Flower of Evil. I haven't talked about Flower of Evil ever, I think, on stream. If I ever talked about it, it was like forever ago because I watched it forever ago. Definitely wasn't last stream. Which one was I talking on Netflix? K-drama on Netflix. K-drama on Netflix. I haven't. Oh, Crash Landing Onto You. I don't know if that one's on Netflix. Crash Landing Onto You. That's the one that I watched recently, but I don't know if it's on Netflix or not. It might be. I finished that one though. I did finish that one. I think that one's worth a watch if you like romance. Like it's actually it's a decent story. If you like romance, you might like that one. You might like that one. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Had a good time watching it. It was kind of funny. Had a good time watching that one. You might like it. You might like it. But I don't know how far you are in like the K-drama sphere, Inu. So it's kind of hard for me to give you recommendations. Like, are you seasoned or no? Like, are you a seasoned K-drama watcher? Have you ever watched Descendants of the Sun? Have you ever watched? Have you ever watched Descendants of the Sun? Have you watched, the classics? Reply 1998, have you ever watched those, or 1994, any of the replies, any of the replies. Have you ever watched Chicago Typewriter and whatnot? That one's a historical one, but well, it's technically an isekai, but it's historical. So it's like an isekai. It's like back. I don't know. I don't know. People love that one, but I could never get into that one. But people like that one. It's a classic though. It's a classic. Or like Strong Girl, Bunsan, Bong. Ah, you're not seasoned, Descendants. I didn't like Descendants, but maybe I gotta rewatch it because I actually ended up liking Crash Landing, so maybe I'll like Descendants of the Sun. But it's like one of those like classic K dramas where it's like when this one came out, the whole world stopped, When like that one came out, everybody and their mama was crying their eyes out watching that one. Or like Goblin, Even though I think if I watch Goblin now, which I liked Goblin at the time, but I think if I watched it now, I'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with this show? Because isn't that little girl like 16? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Goblin, wait a minute. Because, like, I feel like Goblin is like grooming, but like, wait. Wait a minute. I don't remember Goblin though. I don't remember watching it since 2016. It's been like literally 10 years. Hold up. Yeah, yeah. Doesn't he meet her when she's like 16? Wait. I might be talking out my ass on that one. How old is she? She's 19. That doesn't make it better, but that's she's 19. When does he first meet her? That's my real question. That's the real question that needs to be answered. We need episode 1 synopsis. Started watching. I said it's not better. Listen, I said it was not better, but it's Gong Yu, so like you're not really thinking about that, right? Like it's Gong Yu, like. Honestly, Gong Yu playing a character is like the worst thing to happen because it's like you're gonna ignore it because it's Gong Yu. I mean, what can you really say? How can you even be upset? It's Gong Yu. That man is too fine for anybody to ever be upset about anything. I just I can't for the life of me remember how old he is when he meets her, or how old she is when he meets her for the first time. I don't remember how old he was. Or how old she was. I keep saying he. If you're wondering like what the fuck I'm talking about. Also, started watching JJK last week. Good luck, Charlie. I don't know. I don't know. Cause like he's a god, so like the whole thing is like a tragic general from Korean history. He's cursed with immortality and he wants to die. But he's cursed and the only it's like classic Beauty and the Beast, right? It's like a very classic Beauty and the Beast story. He's cursed to be alive forever. He's cursed to be alive forever. But then like his curse, his immortality curse means that well, okay, so a part of his curse is like he was stabbed with an invisible sword, right? That's preventing him from dying, right? Um and only his bride, the goblin's bride, he's cursed as a goblin. This is like more like Korean lore, whatever. But he's cursed as a goblin. Only the goblin's bride can pull out the sword and kill him, essentially. So he needs to be married to this woman, and then the woman can pull out the sword that only she can see. So it's like double-edged thing here happening. It's like, well, first I had to find a woman that will marry me, and then also she has to like be able to see that sword that's inside of me too. And then, of course, he meets the 19-year-old that can see it. So he's like, I gotta get this girl. And that's the story. That's like the setup. That's the meet cute. And it's like classic K-drama. First I have to find a woman. I mean, listen. Listen. Listen, he's searching. He lives like 900 years. And this is not like spoilers. This is like first episode shit. He lives like 900 years before he finds this woman. So it's like, listen, it's hard shit. Hard shit, hard shit. Thank you for the rose. Hard shit. First I gotta find this woman, and then she's gonna want to marry me, so... And then she's gonna want to have to take the sword out, too. You know, she could just marry me and then not want to do that. Yeah, I watched it at the time and I loved it, but I don't know if I would like it again. I don't know if I would like it again. It's when I say classic K-drama, I don't mean that like the story is classic. I mean that the K-drama itself became a classic because everybody and their mama loved it, you know. And yes, I can lean. Hi, hello. I can. I just am not very close to the monitor at the moment. I'm leaning back, sitting up so straight. So you probably have heard about it just because everybody and their mom talks about it whenever they're like, what's a good romance K-drama? Someone would probably say like Goblin. Everybody and their mama says Goblin. But I'm like, I don't know if people would like it if like Gong Yu I don't know if people would like it if Gong Yu wasn't playing the Goblin, you know, and that other sexy motherfucker wasn't playing his best friend. Like I just like there's two hot baddies in that show, and frankly I felt like that carried the show. I'm not saying that it wasn't good acting. I haven't watched it in 10 years. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, it's kind of hard to tell because we'll never know. Because there were two baddies in that show. And that kind of did carry it a little bit. It kind of did. You miss it when I was close to you. Listen, I can't please everybody. I can't please everybody. Because listen, I could be a little bit closer. But then you don't get the hips, you know? You don't get the hips. If I'm close to you, you don't get the hips, you know? I don't mind being a little close, but you're not gonna get the hips. Shoo. I can't please everybody, you know? Something's gotta get sacrificed. Give it the head pats. Honestly, I feel like that's it. I don't know. I feel like I don't really have a lot to say today. I feel like I don't really have a lot to say today. Still watching X-Men. I'm trying to I keep getting off track, but I'm trying to think about everything that I have watched recently. I think I'm gonna do an Avatar rewatch. Don't know when I'm gonna start that, but I think I want to rewatch the entirety of Avatar: The Last Airbender. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. Think I need me to do a rewatch of that one. What else was there? Silo, of course. I'm still watching that one. Silo, of course. Chainsmoker Cat, as I said before. I know, I just love Avatar, and like I miss Aang. He's not dead, but like I miss him. Well, he is, but like I miss him. Like he is, but not to me. Like plus, that show is coming out. The like Avatar sequel, the next Avatar. So my thing about the Avatar, right, is that like I hated Korra. But I didn't hate Korra because she's a woman. I hated Korra because she sucked. I didn't like Korra for reasons that felt justified. People hated Korra because she was a brown woman. That's not why I hated her. That's not why I hated her. I hated her because her squad was ass and the show was bad. That's why I hated Korra. And I felt bad for Korra because her show shouldn't have been ass, because Korra, on paper, is a very interesting character. Korra, on paper, is a very interesting character. Why is she a very interesting character? I like the idea of a child prodigy having to face the fact that she's like kind of ass a little bit. Like she I like the fact of like a child prodigy having it feels very much like Gifted Kid, right? Gifted Kid confronting the fact that like, damn, bitches out here real strong actually. Like I've been coasting for a little bit. I've been coasting. I kind of like that, right? Plus, I think her design is cool and she's hot. So I'm like, okay, I like Korra. Unfortunately, the writers didn't. Unfortunately, the writers didn't like Korra. That's sad. The writers didn't like Korra. Her squad is ass. I hated everybody in her squad, including, what's her name? Asami? Didn't like her either. I didn't like her either, and you know what? I didn't care that they're bisexual. I didn't care. Listen, I know bisexual representation. I should want it. And I do want bisexual representation. I just wish the characters were written better so I could be like, yay, Korosami, yay. Unfortunately, we had to sit through love triangle after love square after love triangle after love square. You know, something I do appreciate about Aang and his squad is that they didn't do that shit. They were straight lines. There was straight lines the whole time. There was no fucking love triangle, none of that shit. I don't mind that there was romance. Don't get me wrong about that. Because there was romance too in Avatar, in the original Avatar. I mean, like Aang and Katara, and also everything that was happening with Sokka. My girl turned into the moon. Like I appreciated it. There should be romance with teens. Like teens have crushes. Teens like other teens, right? Like I have no problem with that. And whatever the fuck Zuko had going on with during that arc when he was back at the Fire Nation, whatever. Anyway, whatever the fuck that had going on. I didn't mind that. I don't mind that at all. But like it was ass. Whatever's happening with Korra was just ass. It was just ass, man. Back to back ass. I can't even remember all of their names. What was it, like Bolin? In her squad, in Korra's squad, what was it, Bolin? He was like the surrogate Sokka. I don't know. I don't remember any of their names. They were ass. They were all bad. And that's sad because I really wanted to like Korra. Like I desperately wanted to like Korra. And I've seen Korra 4 times. I watched Korra when it aired. Like live watched it when it aired. I sat through all of the horrible things that Netflix put it through. I couldn't forget about him because he was a part of the love triangle problem. So I couldn't forget about him because he was there. So I don't remember what his name is, but he was there. I remember his face very clearly. Because he was getting cucked out the wazoo every other fucking episode, whatever. but like I watched it live, then I rewatched it after it was fully out, and then I rewatched it years later, and I still like Korra is a very interesting show, and when I say that, I mean that parentheses bad, because like you feel when the show gets bad. I'm sorry. Like you actively feel it. It's very early too, which is really sad. Like you feel it where you're like the writing quality is dipped. And I notice it every single time I do a Korra rewatch. I notice it every single time I do a Korra rewatch where it's like I feel it right around the same time every single time. And it's sad because like Korra is an interesting character and I like that they did a lot of like emotional stuff with Korra. I also think that the writers didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do with Korra, which is part of the problem. It feels like the show was made by gunpoint. If and I'm sure they've talked about this to death, but frankly, it does feel as though like Korra was made at gunpoint. Like somebody had a gun on the creators and were like, "You need to make Korra," and it's like I feel that when I watch it. I feel that when I watch it, it feels like a bunch of like half-baked ideas put into the show. Like it doesn't feel like it's fully cooked. I also feel as though and I know I just said this was a good thing about Korra, that they went the emotional route with her. And I also think it's a bad thing because after a certain point, it kind of feels like trauma porn with Korra. Like the amount of shit they put Korra through feels like a fetish after a certain amount of time. Like watching Korra get her back beaten in, like trauma wise, feels like gross in some scenes where it's like, damn, get off her. Like like get off her for real? Like do we need like so many scenes of Korra screaming out in pain because of this traumatic, like I think we get it, right? Like I think we get it. And I'm not like against torturing your protagonist. I'm actually very much for that. I'm the number one, let's torture them, right? But after a certain point, it did feel like it's a little bit pervasive. And there's no other way to really explain it other than you just going and watching the show and seeing the evidence for yourself. Especially as Korra comes to a close, like towards the end bits, there's like a very specific scene that like always flashes through my mind where I think she's like chained up or something. I can't remember what happens in that scene. I have to go back and like really look at it. I just remember the scene being very blue and Korra is getting tortured out of her mind. And it's like, we get it. Like, I understand what's happening here. She's getting tortured. Why is this scene so long? And we keep cutting back to it. It's like, we just keep going back to this and like Korra's getting tortured for like 3 episodes. And it's like, I don't really think we needed that. I don't know. I just felt like a lot of wasted time in Korra too. I have a lot of issues with Korra. I have a lot of issues with Korra. Which sucks because again, I like Korra in concept. Yeah, there's like 16 different scenes. So maybe. Maybe, I don't know. I don't remember. There's like 16 different scenes where I'm like, ew, I don't want to see this. I really don't want to see this. But yes, maybe that's the scene that I'm thinking of. I'm not watching Korra ever again. I'm not. I've seen it like 4 times. I'm not watching it again. Because every single time I go back to Korra, I keep thinking that like maybe I'm gonna like it again. Like maybe I just didn't watch it in a good headspace. Like maybe I'll like it, and then I just don't like it and it pisses me off. Like every single time I keep going back to it, I'm like, oh, maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll like it, maybe I'll like it. But it's like, no, I don't like Korra. Like I just don't like this show. I don't know what to say. I don't like the show. And on top of this, I do feel like the show kind of goes out of its way to make Korra unlikable. You can take that however you want to take that. And I think this is additionally frustrating for me personally because Korra is a woman of color. So it's kind of frustrating that it feels as though the show goes out of its way to make her so unlikable in specific scenes. And I'm not saying that Aang isn't a person of color, but like it's a little different for Korra. The misogyny be hitting. Like the misogyny be hitting like crazy on her. Because they also go out of her way to make her unlikable. Hi on you. Hi-oh. Hi. it's just really frustrating. I'm like, damn, I wanted so much more for Korra. So I'm kind of nervous when it comes to this new one. Well, okay, I don't even know if I could say that it's because he's the poster child. Do I feel like that's part of it? Yes, but I feel like that's 2% of it. I would not say, if you're talking about Aang specifically, Inu, and why Aang does not get the same level of hate as Korra. What did you walk into? The Pupcat stream? I would say because the writing is better. Ah, because like Aang is also unlikable in certain arcs. Like he is actually very unlikable in certain arcs. Like he does things that it's like, okay, well, I didn't like that you did that. I didn't like that you did that. I don't actually like the way that you're going about this right now, right? Like I think about the entirety of like when Appa got stolen, right? Kidnapped, whatever you want to call it. Kidnapped, stolen, taken away. Appa napped, right? And like Aang crashed the fuck out and he was mean as fuck during that arc. He was mean as fuck during that arc. But it made sense that he was mean, right? It kind of made sense that he was going about it in the way that it was. Cause like Appa got kidnapped, right? Like there's justifications for the way in which he's acting, even though it's not right that he's acting in certain ways, right? It's like, okay, we understand why you're acting in this way, even though I don't condone this. I don't condone this. Right. And this happens often throughout the entirety of the original series of Avatar, where like sometimes people act out of character, right? But it makes sense because they set up why they would be acting this way, even though their actions may not be justified. Right? Wait, what are you saying, Inu? Wait, what are you saying? Rephrase. Pause. Pause, champ. No, no, I'm not saying that I didn't like it. I'm saying that like comparatively, right? So Korra acts in ways that are unlikable is what I'm saying overarchingly, right? And I think that's a shame. And you were saying before, right? Like, oh, it's because like he's the poster child for Avatar, and I'm saying like, well, he also acts in ways that are like outside. I'm using that as like an example. He's also acts in ways that are like unlikable because like throughout that arc, sometimes he's kind of fucking mean. Like sometimes he's kind of fucking mean, right? Um, and he kind of treats people with like a little bit of an edge, right? And this happens like throughout. Obviously, I don't remember every single instance of like Aang acting out, right? Aang acting out, right? Aang acting outside of his character, or Aang being fucking mean. Because he's also like a child. He's also a little bit younger than Korra too, which I think gives him more leeway in the narrative for him to be more reactive, right? More emotional. Because he's like, I don't remember, but he's like baby, right? He's like baby, and also like when he gets when he gets unfrozen, it's like off to the races, right? Like he doesn't really have time, which they process that over the course of the show. It's explicitly stated in the course of the show, but he doesn't really have time to process the fact that like, damn, I am the last airbender. Like this sucks. I'm 12. Like I am 12 years old. Imagine being 12 and being told that like your entire society is dead. Also, you got to go fix this today, brother. It's like, oh, okay. We're kind of off to the races a little bit, right? Like, all of this makes sense as to why, at certain times in the narrative, Aang is like annoying, right? It makes sense when you put all of that in context, right? I feel as though, comparatively, for Korra, they didn't do that well. That's what I'm saying. they didn't do it well enough, right? Like they didn't set up her unlikability well enough. They didn't explain it well enough within the narrative comparatively to Aang. And she has the unfortunate added barrier of her being older. So she can't really get away with the same stuff that Aang can get away with, because Aang is like 12 and she is like what, 16 or something, 17. Like she's older. Like I don't know how old Korra is. I gotta go Google it. But she's older. I mean, yeah, she's 17 and then 18 and 21 in book 4. So it's like, you know, you're old, you're too old. Like you're too old after a certain point. It's like, girl, you're paying taxes at this point, you know? So it's like she can't really get away with it in the same capacity, which I don't have a problem with her age. I just think the narrative should have supported her better, right? That's my thing. I feel like the writing was lacking for Korra. They dropped balls for Korra, unfortunately, in ways that they did not for Aang. That's what I was explaining. That's what I was explaining. And it's not just Korra, which is like my overarching problem. It's everybody in the narrative. It's like not just Korra where they drop the ball. It's like the entire Korra squad is bad. The whole, like, they're like plot wise, bad, bad, bad. Like everybody got bad writing. Nobody has good writing in that show, in my personal opinion. That's my issue. I'm like, wow, everybody gets the ball dropped here. Everybody. There's not a single person I could look to and be like, oh, this is good. This is great. This is fantastic writing. It's like, oh, no. Unfortunate. Which is why I'm nervous. Bring it full circle. I am nervous about the latest Avatar. Because I'm like, I can't handle you dropping the ball on me twice. Like, I can't handle you dropping the ball on me twice. I won't survive it. I really just won't survive it. What's that show called? Seven Havens. It's coming out in October. I will be watching. So I think the situation was that it was produced by them. I think they had like their fingers in it for a minute, but they don't have their fingers in it now. Like they had it at the start, but I don't think they had their fingers in it the whole time. Like the original creators. I think that's the situation with this one. Which makes me a little bit more nervous. But to be honest, but another thing about Avatar, right? That I think is like another issue. Well, we're not gonna know until the show is out. I don't want to say this already, but to me it does feel like that. It feels as though, and I'm gonna make a preemptive statement. Obviously the show's not out, so like I don't know what it's gonna be like. But I will say, to me, it feels like the original Avatar was lightning in a fucking bottle, and they have not been able to replicate that since. They struck pay dirt. Wow, I can't even say it. Pay dirt. They struck oil. They struck lightning in a bottle with that original series. The voice acting, the animation, the timing of the show. They nailed it. They nailed it, and it feels like they've never been able to do it again. It feels like everything with Avatar since then has just been bomb after bomb after bomb. And I'm like, maybe we hang it up. But they can't, because, and this is not, the first time anybody has ever said this, but like Avatar is Nickelodeon Star Wars. Nickelodeon is treating the Avatar franchise like how Disney treats Star Wars. So they're never gonna let this shit go. You know how much fucking money Avatar made them? You know how much the original Avatar series. Do you know how much fucking money Avatar made them? Avatar is the only show in Nickelodeon's history that beat out SpongeBob for like I think most watched show. The original Avatar, not Korra, obviously, but like not Korra, obviously, but the original Avatar. Like SpongeBob was the number one every single year. Has not been broken and was not broken since after that. I mean, obviously, I don't know in today's what it was looking like after that. But if you look at everything, it was like SpongeBob, 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 Avatar, and then after that, more SpongeBob. Avatar made them fuck you money. They're never going to let this series die. But I'm just like, I don't know if they got it. I don't know what they have to do. I don't know what was in the writer's room at the time for the original Avatar. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Like, do the creators have it in them to make to do it again? Do they got it? Like, I can't. I obviously the show is coming out pretty soon, so we're gonna find out, but I'm like, I'm pressing, I don't want to say X to doubt, but my finger is on top of the button. My finger is on top of the button. Yeah, I'm like, I'm pause champed for real. I'm pause champed for real. I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping that it's good. I'm hoping that it's amazing. I'm hoping that it's fantastic. I would never want a series to be bad, obviously. I would like never want a series to be bad. I would never want that. So I'm hoping that it blows me out of the fucking water and gives me the same feeling that I got when I watched Avatar for the first time on Nickelodeon. I want that exact same feeling back. I'm sorry, Korra never gave it to me. Korra never gave it to me. No other show that Avatar has tried, the live actions, whatever, never gave it to me. Only the original series has given it to me. So I don't know. We'll see though. I mean, I'll definitely talk about it. I don't know if they're releasing it all at once. I hope not. I hope they release it weekly. That'd be that'd be the smartest thing for them to do, but who knows? I hope they release it weekly so I can have a weekly Avatar conversation. I mean, I think the little girl is cute. Pavi. She's a little cutie patootie. I think it's cute that she's disabled. I love this for her. I love this for her. Disabled representation. The streets are gonna hate her, but the streets are gonna hate her, but I love that she's disabled. She's cute, little airbender. Not airbender, earthbender. She's a cutie. Korra had everything going against it. Like Korra really had everything going against it. So I like listen, I'm not happy about the fact that I don't like Korra. I wish I could sit here and tell you that I like Korra, but I can't do this with with a good conscience. So cuz I remember when it got taken off the air. I remember being like, "What the fuck is Korra coming back?" Cuz I was watching that shit live. But no, we'll see though. I'm crossing my fingers for Pavi. We're crossing. If they release it weekly and the episodes are good, animation wise, voice acting wise, I think it's gonna be fine. They have 2 seasons scheduled, 13 episodes each. My thing is they just cannot be dog shit. Okay, so like here's another problem, right? That Avatar unfortunately has done onto itself, right? And when I say Avatar, I mean like the franchise, the conglomerate, Avatar, the name Avatar. Avatar can't afford to be bad anymore. Avatar cannot afford to be so. Like, this show kind of has to be the best thing since sliced bread. It kind of has to be. Like, unfortunately. Because everything that's come out since the original has been so. So, like, people's expectations besides the movie. But that one doesn't count. I'm sorry. The movie doesn't count. The movie doesn't count. And even people have problems with the movie, some of which I agree with. But the movie doesn't count because that's our original cast. So we can't. The movie don't count. Fine ass Zuko is there, so that doesn't count. Fine ass Zuko, fine ass everybody. Damn, fine ass everybody. Fine ass Aang, shit. Fine ass Katara, shit. Fine ass Toph, shit. Fine ass Sokka, shit. Fine ass Zuko, double shit. Like, everybody's fine. Anyway. Anyway, but like, that one that can't count because it's the original, like, gang. So of course everybody's gonna like that one, right? I'm talking about like new, right? Something new outside of our original cast. Nobody has liked that. It has not been a true success. Like, it has not been a true success. Nothing that has come out since the original cast has been a true success. And I'm not even saying that as like a Korra hater. Like, I think Korra could have been great. I mourn Korra because I think Korra could have been great. But like, it's a mixed bag. Korra is a very mixed bag show. It's mixed bags. I think even people that like Korra, like, thoroughly enjoyed the entirety of Korra, are like, yeah, I can concede on a lot of things that happen throughout certain arcs, right? Because like, there's something in there that's like not feeling it. There's something in there. Everybody kind of agrees, you know. There's something in there that's like, you know. Also, that's gonna be the last ad break. I'm gonna go to bed after this because I feel like I don't have anything else to talk about. So let's just wrap it up. Outside of Avatar, but like, Avatar can't really afford to be bad anymore because I can already see what people are going to say. Oh wow, thank you. Thank you for the thank you for that right. Thank you. Let me put it in chat because I'm sure people are already in the ad break. Oh my god, I cannot type for the life of me. Yeah, I already knew that was gonna happen. I was like, I only play 3 minutes of ads per hour, but unfortunately, if you come in at the exact time, it's gonna feel like a pre-roll, but it's not. It's gonna feel like I hit you with an ad on purpose because fuck you, but I didn't do that. I didn't yet. But thank you. I will say something in a minute. Mm. Bup, 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 bup. Oh, you're already back. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you, thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thanks much. Thank you. How was stream? I have no idea what Shining Force Exa is, but how was it? How was stream? I didn't get the notification that the ad break was like fully over, so some people might still be locked in the ad break, frankly. So, but if you can hear me, since you said you're back, um, let me open this up. I'll give my spiel. I'll give my spiel after I get the notification that like the ad break is over, just because somebody might be trapped in the ad hell. In ad hell. I don't want them to be forgotten. There it is. Well, hi, hello, welcome back. Sorry if you got hit with the ad. Unfortunately, it was just bad timing. I only play a 3-minute ad at the top of every single hour, so I didn't hit you with a pre-roll. I don't play pre-rolls. It's just there's just bad timing. So unfortunate, but hi, hello, Raiders. Thank you so much for raiding in. Hi, hello. My name is Puppkats. I'm an asexual non-binary sex demon after nothing but your heart. Mwah. So cut it out for me, won't you? I use they, them pronouns, they, them, theirs. I just said I was non-binary. Keep up. Keep up. And right now, we're just yapping. I'm yapping about Avatar, the state of Avatar franchise, Avatar as a whole, what we think Avatar Seven Havens is gonna be like, because it's coming out in October. Hi, Godzilla. I have. Hi, Godzilla. Hi, yo. Old JRPG. Ah, you're a JRPG lover. Gotcha, gotcha. Died 3 times. I like watching Soulsborne type stuff, or Souls-like games, but I'm not playing that shit. I am not playing that shit in any capacity. But if you need to leave, if you're hungry, tired, or sleepy, you need to leave, raid out, run and raid and fade, as I heard it be called the other day. You can definitely do that. You can take care of yourself in whichever way sounds good for you, because we really care about physical and mental health here, so I want you to take care of yourself. I'm actually gonna like end to I'm actually gonna end to I just want to wrap up my Avatar ranting before we go. Before we skedaddle. Talking about Avatar? What were you talking about? I was just saying, my last thing that I was saying that I was kind of getting into is that, like, Avatar at this point in time feels like it cannot fail. Like, the next Avatar can't be a flop, in my personal opinion. Because everything since the original series, minus the movie, but the movie doesn't count, the recent movie that got leaked, mind you, so it's not making them any money, but it got leaked, so everybody and their mama has already seen it before the day that it was supposed to come out in theaters anyway. But the movie doesn't count because it features our original cast, so obviously everybody's gonna like that one. Obviously that one was gonna like them. But like, in my personal opinion, I feel like everything since the original has kind of been like mid. I don't like Korra. We were just talking about that. I had a whole rant about that. I think Korra is a damn shame because I think Korra is just not written very well. Like, I think the entirety of Korra is just not written very well, the whole show. It's not written to the same capacity as the original show, or the same quality of the original show. I think Korra herself could have been a really great Avatar. Frankly, the writing didn't support her. And I like Korra. Don't like Korra the show. I like Korra the character, and when I say I like her, like, I just wish I wish there was better for her. I wish there was better for her. I sit around, I'm like, damn, Korra, they fucked your shit up, huh? That sucks. Hate to see it. Hate to see this for you, but hey, it kind of is what it is. There was a lot of issues with Korra, like scheduling issues in terms of like TV actually airing on television, like writing situations. Like, Korra was just like a fumbled show, in my personal opinion. Like, just fumbled through and through by everybody that got their hands on it, which is a shame because I think the framework of Korra is strong, but execution wise, it didn't pan out. which is why I personally say that everything since the original show is just mid. I'm like, I'm sorry, I want to like Korra more, but it's just not what it is. So, and all those live action, woo, live action nonsense, woo, cut it, 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 hang it up, flat screen. No one's trying to see any of that. I don't personally like the way in which Aang is characterized in Korra, but that is a personal. I'm not gonna say like, oh, like this is my strongest critique. That's my personal critique. I'm not gonna be like foundationally da da da, but I'm like, I just don't really appreciate the way in which Aang is characterized in that show either. But that's me. That's me. Because I'm like, well, to me, that's not Aang, but that's to me, that's not Aang, but okay, whatever they want to say. Whatever you want to say, I mean, whatever. To me. Whatever y'all want to say, I mean, whatever. I don't really treat Korra like canon, so doesn't really bother me in any capacity. Like, Korra to me is not really canon. Like, when I think about Korra, I'm like, yeah, she's a person that exists. She is an individual that exists. Like, in my head, she's better than how the show treated her or wrote her in any way, shape, or form, because, like, I have a completely different narrative for Korra, so, you know. I'm just hoping that the new show is actually good, but we're not gonna know until October, so we're not gonna know until October. I'm not saying she's not Avatar, by the way. I'm just saying I don't acknowledge the events that take place in Korra. I don't acknowledge anything that happens in it. I don't treat it like canon. I'm just like, oh yeah, Korra is an Avatar for sure, yeah. What happens in her story? Why would you ask me that? Don't ask me that stupid ass question. Don't ask me that. I'm not answering that shit. No. I'm just hoping that Pavi. I'm hoping they put batteries and backs in the writer's room. That's what I'm hoping for. You know? Please. That's all I can ask for. Please. Battery in one person's back at least. Please. It's only gonna be like 13 episodes though, so well, each season is supposed to be 13 episodes, so I don't know how much they're gonna be able to. I mean, 13's not bad, but I don't know how much they're gonna be able to like accomplish in the 13 because it's scheduled for 2 seasons, 13 episodes each. So I'm like, I don't know. Could be amazing. Could be fantastic. Could be the most tightly written thing in all Paramount Nickelodeon history. But who knows? I do like her though. She's a little cutie pie. I like her. I can't wait to see all the cosplays that come out for Pavi. She's a little cutie pie. Surely nothing bad will happen to this character. Surely nothing bad will happen to this little girl. She'll live a very happy life, and like nothing bad will ever happen. No conflicts. I mean, it's gonna be great. She's just gonna have an amazing time. That's what I think. Surely. Surely. The craziest thing that could happen would be making her more disabled. I think somehow in the narrative she like loses her arm. I'm like, oh my god. I mean, she already lost her leg. Jesus, oh my god. Somehow they'll do this for character development. Stop. Stop. I'm just saying they could do this. They could do this. Also, hi lead fiend. Hi-yo, thank you for the follow. And if you don't know, I'm disabled, by the way, so disability is actually something I can very much speak about. I am physically disabled, so physical disability is actually something I can speak about quite intimately. So when I'm making these jokes, I'm not just being a dick. I mean, a little bit, but a little bit, but that'd be kind of funny. Not funny at all, but like a little bit. Somehow she like loses both of her arms. It's like, ugh. Oh my god. That'd be terrible. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that to her. Don't do that to her. There are people are already stop it. Don't do that to her. Listen, people already hate her, and the girl is like what 10 or something like. People already hate her because she's disabled and brown. Like, come on now, you can't. Don't add more. Oh, Edward, my love. Edward, my love. Should have been more specific. Edward, my love. Oh, I love Full Metal Alchemist. Oh, I wish I could watch Full Metal Alchemist for the first time all over again. I wish I could watch it all over again for the first time. It's so good. It's so crazy how nobody ever brings up Full Metal Alchemist. Also, like I said before, if anybody needs to leave, you can. I will be wrapping up stream within this hour, but now I'm just talking about Full Metal Alchemist. I'm on this shit now. It's crazy how nobody brings up the fact that like Full Metal Alchemist, I personally think is like one of the best like full story like animes, like completed story. Like nobody ever brings that up. Where they're like, oh, what's the one that's like actually finished and is very good? I'm like, Full Metal Alchemist, excuse me. I never hear Full Metal Alchemist. Excuse me. Amazing. Yes, yes, because you are real ones. That's why you bring it up. I'm talking about more in like a general anime conversation. I feel like everybody forgets about Full Metal Alchemist, which is a shame because I remember watching it for the first time quite recently in like the last like 5 years. And I had a great time. I had a grand time. Had a grand old time. It was amazing. Fantastical. I wish I could say that for more anime, but you know. I wish I could say that for more anime. I'm not like super obsessed with Full Metal Alchemist. I just thoroughly enjoyed it and liked it. I just thoroughly enjoyed it and liked it. I wish I could say that for more things. Unfortunately, every single time I start liking something, it just turns into dog shit, you know? It keeps happening with shows that I like. I'm like, oh, this is my show getting turned into dog shit. Wow. Is that One Punch Man I see in the distance? Oh. My show getting turned into dog shit. Wow. Amazing. This is exactly what I wanted. I haven't watched Shadows of the Demon Realm yet because isn't it still airing? I don't watch shows that are airing. With some exceptions. JoJo Bizarre Adventure is the only exception. I will be watching that weekly. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, it's still airing, so when it's done, I'll catch up and we can talk about it. Because I plan to binge it. It's on my watch list, but if the show is airing, just I'm not watching it, you know. I guess the only other thing that I'm watching that's airing is Chainsmoker Cat, but I truly just don't care about that show in the same capacity. So if I actually care about a show, then I'm not watching it weekly. Exception, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Exception, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That is the only one that I am so fucking excited to watch weekly. My god. Netflix when I catch you, Netflix when I catch you, Netflix when I catch you. You've had me waiting since March. Netflix when I catch you, I'm going to kill you. Netflix when I catch you. Netflix when I catch you, when I catch you, when I catch you. When I get you, when I get you. Everything else, I'm like, I can just wait. I can wait. I can wait to watch that. I can wait to watch that. I can wait. I can wait. I can wait. That and I guess like Demon Slayer, but like Demon Slayer is a movie now every for the next 20 years of my life. The last two movies. So it's like, there's nothing I can do about that. I have to go to the theater to watch that one. I'll be there opening weekend for the next one. Luigi Mangione, yeah. Free my mans. He didn't do that shit. I wasn't there, but I can tell you he didn't do it. He was hanging out with me actually that night. I have an alibi for him. He was watching anime with me. Can't confirm. He was at my place. Free my mans. He didn't do anything wrong. Free him. Oh, this song is a banger. More Penthouse, amazing. Inu, aren't you black? I don't know if it was you. I don't know if it was you. I think that was a white person sitting in that McDonald's. But I could be wrong. What if you're blackfishing me, Inu? What if you're committing blackfishing? Question. Can never be too sure on the internet. Can never be too sure on the internet. Don't want to go to jail. Once more. I'm pretty sure you're black. So I'm pretty sure you're black, so I think we're good. I think we're safe. I think we're safe on this one. After all the LI shit, what did I say? All the stuff that I said at the start of the stream? Is that what you're talking about? When I was calling everybody a fucking loser, that one. That one. I mean, I could be blackfishing everybody here. What if I am white? I'm just slinging slurs now. No, I'm not. I'm not. You've all seen my thighs already. Listen, could you fake those thighs? Yes, the answer is yes, but I'm not faking this. I've never faked a thigh picture. Never in my life have I ever faked a thigh picture. Never. Never. Yeah. It's okay. I don't think you're going to jail for Luigi. I think they got him already. My Oshi? You know? That's what the streets are saying about me. They're saying that I'm not actually a black person, guys. I'm lying. That's what the streets are saying. They're saying that, and the streets are also saying that I probably, they're saying a lot of things about me on the Twitter timeline, but that's neither here nor there. Not white chicks. Not white chicks. I promise this is not a prosthetic. It's real. Those were not prosthetic thighs. They're real. When is Dungeon Meshi coming back? My mind is like anime brain now. When is Dungeon Meshi coming back? Where is my autistic boyfriend? Where is he? When is Dungeon Meshi coming back for real? That's the real question we need to be asking today. Where is my autistic boyfriend? October! Ugh! 2027! Ugh! My heart! Ugh! That's so far away. My heart. Ugh! Laios, wait for me. Ugh! My heart. That is so far away. That's so far. I don't know if I can wait for him. I don't know if I can wait for him. That's really far. That's really fucking far. That's a lot. I'm gonna mute this Ross commercial. You should all be grateful. I'm gonna mute that for you. That's really fucking far. October of 2027? Oh my god. I'll be credentialed by that time. Oh my god, I could actually afford to buy anime merchandise again. Wow. I'll have a new paying job. Wow. Shit will be sweet actually by that time. Wow, shit will be really sweet around that time. Damn, I'll actually be able to afford the Dungeon Meshi merchandise. Wow, crazy. That is so far though. October 2027. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fantastic. But I miss my autistic boyfriend. I miss him. I miss him so bad. What am I gonna do? His sister bad as fuck too. The whole family fine. Ay. Whole family fine. My god. Whole family fine as fuck. Oof. Wait, Dragon Ball is coming back? Wait. Oh wait. Or is this regular Dragon Ball? What am I looking at? What is this Dragon Ball that's happening here? Maybe I'll watch this. Question mark, question mark. Hi Sarah. Hi yo. I love they have her in the monster form. She's the baddest in her monster form. She's the sexiest in her monster form. What can you say about that? She's the sexiest. I love a girl that can eat. What can I say? I love a monster girl. What can I say? What can I say? It's crazy. Both siblings bad. That's crazy. You never see this. You never see this. Whole house bad. Whole house fantastic. Debating on bleaching your hair? You should do it. Because your hair will in fact grow back. And time is fleeting. And you should always try everything once, in my personal opinion. You should always try everything once. Probably. Sorry, I'm on my anime list. Full Metal Alchemist just got me on my anime list. Well, they did say you know, they're going to eat her. I'm excited for that arc. Excited for that one. Thick and juicy. Oof. I hope they give her a good roast. Some seasoning. Lemon pepper. I don't even like lemon pepper. Don't even like lemon pepper, but she's gonna need some seasoning, you know? Memes is a sleepy boy these days. Memes is a very sleepy boy these days. I don't judge. You know? Memes is a lot on his plate. Give me a fork and a plate, I'll handle her. Listen, Dungeon Mesh is really fun because I love talking about eating things in anime, so it's like the perfect show for me. Because I'm always making that joke whenever I'm watching like an anime. I'm like, what would this taste like? Dungeon Meshi finally answers the question of what the fuck would this taste like? Because I'm always thinking about that whenever I'm watching like fantasy shows. I'm like, do you think that demon would taste pretty good? Finally, a show for people like me. Finally. Gotta eat before or during viewings. I usually eat before. Dungeon Meshi. Honestly, the same thing for a lot of like food shows that I watch. I have to eat before. Because there's nothing worse than like eating after. I know you could say you could eat it while you're watching, but then I'm not really paying attention to the show. That's my problem. This happens to me all the time whenever I'm watching like Running Man. They be eating like crazy on Running Man. The whole fucking episode is just them eating. The whole fucking episode is like, let's go visit this 100-year-old shop in Busan. And we're gonna slurp into the mic for the next 45 minutes. It's like, okay, well. It's like, okay, well, I need to eat before I watch this. Because I'm not gonna be able to pay attention. Making me mad hungry. Pausing to get up and eat something. Yeah, I don't like pausing. I just eat beforehand. If it's like an anime show, I'll eat beforehand. The only time I'll eat during is if I'm watching like a Gordon Ramsay type show. Then I'm eating the whole time through. Because Gordon Ramsay, I don't really have to pay attention to, you know? When he starts yelling, I know I need to look up, you know? Oh, wow. I'm so excited for 2027. Oh, this year cannot end fast enough. My God. This year needs to end immediately. Of not the slurping, the not sharing. Ugh. That's why I eat before. Because whenever I watch, then I start craving whatever they're eating. And it's like, well, clearly I can't have that. So if I just eat beforehand, then I don't have this problem. Anyway, let's wrap up stream. I gotta pee and eat something. It's actually puppkats. There's a K in there. Just the one, not a C. But I will be seeing you later because I'm wrapping up the stream. I made you hungry? Good. I'm hungry too. We should suffer together. Good. I'm glad you're hungry. Why should I suffer alone? I'm very happy that you're hungry. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I have no idea what I'm gonna eat though. Oh my god, I had French toast today. So good. Cinnamon French toast, made it from scratch, delicioso. What I like to do now is cinnamon French toast, but a little bit of brown sugar. Ooh, caramelizes on the pan. Ooh, yes, sir. Caramelizes on the pan. Delicioso. Amazing. Long soak for my bread. Artisan bread. Delicious. Delicious. Fantastic. Amazing. I'm not a femboy, so no. I like femboys, not a femboy. Misery loving company. Yeah, I'm very much a misery loves company type individual, unfortunately. No, because I'm not anybody's mommy. I'm not. I don't do that. I don't do that. Throttle you for mentoring? I'm just mentioning what I ate today. You know, don't do all that. Listen, relax on me. Don't do all that. I mean, when I'm in the mood for it. I'm not a girl, but sure. I haven't been in the mood for it in like half a year. So, unless you were in my stream half a year ago. You want some? I would make you brown sugar French toast, you know. I would do that for you. I just like cinnamon, so I do cinnamon in mine. So, brown sugar cinnamon French toast, delicious. But I don't know. Oh my god, shut this commercial up. Shut this commercial up. Shh. Be quiet. Shh. Be quiet. I just have no idea what I'm gonna eat. Eggs? No. What am I gonna eat? There's pizza. I could do pizza. I need to figure this out before I end the stream because I know once I end the stream, I'm gonna go pee and then I'm gonna get on my phone. And then once I'm on my phone, it's over unless I think about it. So I have to figure this out right now. There's pizza. My tummy's already rumbling. There's pizza, but I don't want pizza. So eggs? Question mark. French fries. Oh my god, French fries. French fries. I could do mashed potatoes right now. We could do mashed potatoes right now. I know. You could eat it with me, you know, in secret. You could eat the cinnamon with me, Inu, in secret, away from your husband. Don't worry. Finn wasn't invited to this French toast anyway. I said I'd make you French toast. I didn't say I was gonna make the whole house French toast. Just you, okay? Just you, not everybody else. I'm not making more French toast. I don't want more French toast. Fries. French fries are kind of a lot. But it's kind of good. French fries are kind of good right now. French fries? Chicken nuggets? No. Chicken tenders? No. Because I have to make sauce, and I kind of don't really want to make sauce right now to go with the chicken tendies, even though I could make chicken tendies. But then we're back to like, what do I eat with chicken tendies? Sounds like I'm going to make fries. That's what it sounds like. I think I'll make fries. I think I should make fries. It'll only take 20 minutes. Fries. 30 minutes. Fries sound pretty good. Then tomorrow, mashed potatoes. What's on my schedule tomorrow, actually, and factually, before I leave? Fries, yeah. The thing is, I just don't want to cut potatoes right now. I'm not in the mood. I need to buy one of those industrial, like, fry cutters where you just, like, put the potato in and then it just slices them into perfect, neat, like, shapes. That's, like, my ideal thing for my house. I would actually get so much use out of that. I keep telling myself, I'm like, oh, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, I'll buy that, and then I haven't bought it yet. Yeah, you're joking, but I need that in my house. You're joking, but I need that in my house for real, for real. Like, I need one of those industrial ones where you pull the lever and it just right into the fryer. Right into the fryer. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Because I love French fries. I make French fries all the time, like from scratch at home from potatoes, and I'm like, damn, should do that. Yeah, let's do French fries. French fries. So I actually like use the potatoes that are in there. Yes, let's do that. And my schedule is pretty nice tomorrow, so I should be home early. We love that. We love to hear that. Perfect. I'm ready now. Okay. I'm ready to close. I am. I know I do this all the time where I'm like, I'm gonna close, and then I end up talking for like another hour, but not this time. Not this time. You would get the most benefit from it. I eat fries all the time. I eat fries all the time. I love fries. I love French fries. Ugh, so good. Like, if I could never have French fries again, there are words that I'm not supposed to say on stream, but like, end it. Genuinely end it. I don't want to be here anymore. I already told my parent, I was like, if I can't drink soda or have French fries anymore, for whatever reason, like, let's just say that I'm like hospitalized, you know, I'm in a coma, you know, they're reading the they're reading the charts, and they're like, well, if Pup has to wake up one day, they're just not allowed to have cheese anymore. It's like, pull the plug. Pull it. Pull it. And you might think that I'm joking. I'm not. Pull it. If my tube is in the throat and they're telling me no more potatoes, no more soda, no more cheese, pull it. Pull my plug immediately. It's okay. I lived a pretty good life. I lived a pretty fine life. I'm okay with it. I don't want to be here. Especially burgers. Like, if my doctor ever tells me, like, Pup, it sounds to me like you can't have meat anymore. Oh, okay. Oh. Okay, yeah, for sure. You should call the police. Don't let me leave here. Don't let me leave this room. Bad things are gonna happen if you let me leave this room. Heads up. Grippy socks are coming my way. Grippy socks are coming my way. I don't want to be here. Are you out of your fucking mind? Are you nuts? Absolutely. I can't have burgers anymore? No. And I know people could be like, Pup, it's not that serious. You can have Beyond Meat. It does not taste the same. I would rather pull the plug. It doesn't taste the same. It doesn't taste the same. I'm pulling the plug, okay? I don't want to be here anymore. I really just don't want to engage anymore, okay? Can't handle it. Anyway. Oh my god, my tummy is rumbling. Tummy's rumbling. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned to stream today. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, doing the thing with me as per usual, because your time is super valuable, and I very much appreciate everybody and anybody doing the thing with me. Unfortunately, cool gamer, I am in fact skedaddling. I am. But thank you. I do really appreciate it. If nobody has told you today the thing that I'm about to tell you, which is that you are loved, valued, and appreciated. You deserve to hear that every single day of your life, and I'm happy to be one person this lifetime that tells you that you're loved, you're valued, and you are fucking appreciated. You are. I am rating Maeve because they're doing an art stream, and I like to rate other artists because I'm an artist. I was supposed to do an art stream today, but then I didn't. But then I didn't because I'm like, I don't really feel like drawing, so we'll raid Maeve, who's doing a night stream. Yes, yes. If no one told you today, you are in fact loved, you're valued and appreciated. You deserve to hear that every single day of your life. If you're wondering who loves you in this lifetime, I do. I love you as much as one person, stranger, can love another stranger. I put a lot of emphasis on the stranger part because we are strangers. I don't want you to internalize that love and think that we can engage in this parasocial relationship. I love you as much as one stranger can love another stranger, and I do mean that because I want the most for most strangers that are in my life. But you are in fact a stranger to me. In any case, I will be back next week, Wednesday. I don't really know what I'm gonna do next week, Wednesday. I might do ASMR, but I might honestly just do something else. Kind of just depends on whether or not it's like a chronic health week or I'm feeling good this week or next week. We'll just see. So schedule will be out Monday, Tuesday. Otherwise, as always, until next time. Bye. Bye bye bye. Goodbye.